welcome to our unusual day stream. Unfortunately, tomorrow we are on a long distance job, so by the time we get back without any delays, I think we'd be quite knackered to actually even do a live. So we thought, why not do a day stream? And that's playing because I've been watching things on there. I'm going to wipe my screen, it's a doggy hair. Courtesy of Morgan. So I'm just going to catch a comment, see who we've got in. So Dan, first one in. Lee's in. WOLFSEC. Paul Wood. Pete, live in the afternoon. That's different. It certainly is, isn't it? We've not done a day one for ages. I think the last time I did a day stream was back in the house. So that was that long ago. Hopefully maybe we get a few from across the pond that maybe get the chance to tune in because of it. So, Alex, hiya, buddy. So we've got Jake. So we've got a couple. Brian T. Very good evening. Very good evening. This is how used I am to doing night streams. Very good afternoon, even. Hot Dog Andy, hiya, buddy. Paul, 15 minutes before I go to work for the NHS. No worries, Paul. I know that obviously it being a day stream and weekday, at least at the weekend, it was the weekend. So I do appreciate that obviously not everyone is going to get to see this today, but we wanted to do the live. Also, I've got bits to do just so we could, you know, at least go live twice this week as usual. Little Britain, good morning from Canada. Just enjoying my morning tea. Little Britain, do you have a name behind your channel that you want to share, lovely? A good thing about doing a day stream is, like yourself, joining more people abroad might be able to.
Can I let you into a secret?
Go on.
Most people have names.
Well, it's not Little Britain, is it?
Could be. Maybe his name is Little Britain. Maybe it is. You don't know.
Exactly. It's evening, night, somewhere in the world, so normal nighttime streaming can commence.
It's what they say about drink. It's what they say about having a drink.
5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere in the world.
Yes. So yes, it is a bit unusual. I'm just starting up a channel as that name, but I am Dominic Man. Well, very welcome, Dominic. I appreciate, because we don't do many day streams at the moment. I know certain people in certain places don't catch the live, so it's nice to see you on part. Have you been on our channel before or as a stalker on our lives? My mum and Ray have popped in as well. And I can add your name to the actual list that's written up neatly. Now that I've done it, and I did miss off Valleys 56, Chris and SJ onto my list as well. I will fill it in nicely now. It's only one or two, so... So, what gauge layout are you doing? Long time watcher, never live before. Well, it's great to have you joining one of our lives, lovely. Have you ever catched any of our lives in back play, or do you not know how this works? Just a little warning in case. But it is lovely to have you joining us for a live.
Hey, if it's 5 o'clock somewhere in the world, can I have a whiskey?
So it's entirely your choice.
Morky. What are we doing?
Writing it on the list. Because it's on the proper list, it has to be neat now. We know what I'm like for rewriting this because it's not neat enough.
I'll do an Excel file and to share with people.
Yeah, I'll keep my paper list, but if
I know that. If I do an Excel, then that gives people the chance to have a copy of the file. Plus they can add to it.
Yeah, on if they want to print out the list, I will kind of update it. I think as I get to like a page or half a page new, then I'll obviously...
What have you got at the moment?
2 pages, well, 2.5. 1.5 even, I can't count.
Well, once that file's finished rendering, I'll swap it over, and then I'll do an Excel file.
Miss you off the list, so Dan, did I?
You can't miss Dan off the list.
No, I apologise if I do. I missed SJ TRAINWORLD and valid as well because I know their name now just so automatically. But Soda, actually, you've got Dan in your name, so that's why you're not on my list. It was a list created for channel names that don't have the people's names in them. So, you know, like DJ Express, you will never clue who it is, but it's Dave. So it's been created so people know.
Not feeling the love.
WOLFSEC. Did I not? You're on the other list, weren't you? It's because I'm so used to you guys.
Just add them to the list.
No, I know. I'm just checking. I haven't.
Paul, Dan, not feeling the love.
Oh my. WOLFSEC. When have I added you? Oh, I've added you on the other list. I've got another list of things. So I watch for replays. I model 00 gauge 1960s East Midlands.
Ooh.
Grimthorpe is my layout name. Oh, lovely.
Who's that?
My name's Fred Grace, says Pete. DELPH Junction. Right. Drop dead Fred, yeah? Oh, I apologise, people, that I did miss off a list. I think it's because I'm not used to the names now. I didn't necessarily add them, but obviously this list is more for other people that don't have a list.
Just subscribe to Little Britain as well.
Ah, we subscribe to you. My mum's saying hello to everyone. You missed me off your list. I'm happy for an chat, even if it holds my name in it. Yeah, so Dan, it's literally just a list of people that doesn't have a name on at all, just to help people, you know, because so many people say, oh, I can't remember your name, or I don't know who it is. So it was just a list that people can either print off or they can just access. So,
well, if Little Britain's new, I don't like him already. He's got a 40-foot container for his layout.
Yeah, that's...
How awesome is that?
That is pretty awesome.
That is...
Be right back, Pot Noodle says hot dog Andy. Well, yes, it is lunchtime, isn't it?
Eat the container, it's more tasty.
Yeah. Loosely based on Grimsby Cleethorpes. Oh, cool. If your name's not down, you're not coming in. Hillcrest, have I got you on there, actually?
Richard?
No, I know it's Richard, but again, I don't think I've added it to the list. This is a problem because I know
Paul,
the names.
Pete, Richard, not feeling the love.
No, I know. I've missed quite a few off then, so I might have to post for next page. I've got Mysterious Mechanic. I haven't got Hillcrest either. Ugh.
Not feeling the love, are they, Morgan?
No. So I do apologise missing you off, but that's why I did post and say if I had missed it off, let me know.
If you're thinking of a few different names of her, type them out. Go for it. Not really
Chris
worse.
Fault is Richard. So hiya, by the way, anyway, Richard.
Not Dick.
I'm just going to add these before I forget. So, WOLFSEC SCENICS.
Oh, good jump.
Yeah, because that's higher, that one. Puppy. The puppy. Well, he's not a puppy anymore, but he's still a puppy. Aren't you?
Little Jack Zoo.
You little baby. You.
You need brushing. Scrub bag. Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Oh.
People sharing things already. Gavin! Hello, matey. And thank you for the hug.
Yes.
Jake shouted woof, Andy shouted woof, and Morgan woofed.
You speaking to everyone. No, it's really playful today. So, our second Jack Russell arrives on Friday. Oh,
That's what this is. Jack Russell Shih Tzu Cross. Proper name is Jack Zoo. My name is Little so and so. We'll try and keep the streams clean.
yeah. It doesn't matter the time of the stream. Any stream with a doggo is good. Exactly. Oh, and Grace, you broke a rule of social media. You commented as yourself to reply an RGJ Facebook post. No, I posted as me, just so I deliberately, because obviously so people knows it's me. Her name is Cece. Oh, that's so cute.
Do you want a girlfriend?
You want a girlfriend?
Do you want a girlfriend? No, you want your ball, don't you?
Take you away to get to Canada though. Oh my god, trying to figure out iMovie last night to finish editing my first Metcalf video was a right pain in it. Hillcrest, message Rob.
Yeah, I used to use iMovie, so if you get any issues, buddy, drop us a message. I'm using DaVinci now, but I'd be more than happy to help. Because I do love my little video editing.
Ruby, hi darling, you okay?
Oh, Ruby's
Oh,
son.
I have the Duchess some kits and a spare 2-board bare baseboard with a track fixed on for Will's first layout.
This is where your mother goes, nope.
Yep. Mum.
You have to build a shed in the garden, 20 foot long.
Yeah. No, he can't be bigger than us.
10 foot long then.
Yeah.
No,
exactly.
a 6x8 shed. A 6x8 wooden shed.
I'm looking on video editor that works on Chrome. So, yes, I need to sort this out with Euro.
But yeah, we would recommend. I was getting a little cheesed off with the limitations of iMovie as my skills progressed on it. Grace's head in my way.
Yes.
And I was recommended Timber Surf.
You've always called him Timber Smurf for some reason.
And a few others recommended DaVinci. It is a bit more complicated than iMovie, but and I'm still learning it. But yeah, if you're using iMovie and you're stuck, drop me a message. I'll try and help.
No, not till we move. I'm good, thank you. How are you? We're okay. We're feeling better than we have been. Ah, says my dad. How long is the steam going to be?
Oh, yeah.
Don't I use video pad?
Yeah, Richard, with the sped up bits, if you can film in hyperlapse mode to start with, it does make it easier. But when you're dropping that section of movie in, if you click on it, and as long as it's highlighted yellow, go to where the little screen is in the top right, and above that you'll see like a little speedometer thing. Click on that, and if you go down to custom, you can speed up the movie as much as you like.
He's not on Facebook, is he?
Email address is in our about section.
rgjtrains@outlook.com.
Please nobody type that in the chat.
Where's the instructions gone? I can't do this without the destructions.
Behind you.
Oh,
Come on.
behind me.
Pass it. I can't throw it if you don't pass it, you little...
So yes, I've been building this and got to the point I was like, well, ooh, what am I going to do? Because, thanks Moggs, because it's obviously building 2 kits together. So that's the issue, is connecting it when it comes to this bit. So I'm kind of glad for once I read ahead. But the issue that I found is when starting to build them, it obviously sags a little bit. Well, it's true, it does. If you look at it connected up, it goes lower than it should. So I think what I need to do is build the platform first, so that goes underneath, and then look at connecting it to the mainline station. So it's kind of building it a slightly different way, but it's getting it built.
Alex, how long is this stream going to be?
Don't know.
Probably till about, what do we reckon, 3:45, 4 o'clock, something like that?
Yeah, it depends.
Richard is DaVinci free. Yeah, if you look for DaVinci 18.5 beta, I think it's called.
It sags and goes longer than it should. Here we go. Ah, that was you that twisted it, Gabs. That was you that started it. Got to drop Mrs. off at work. No worry, Richard. Jake, Grace, you will be crossing my name out soon. I know, I said that to you the other day.
Can I get the one before that you missed?
Yes.
Richard, I tried to speed up section of video, but the timeline has been annoying. I've solved it so far by just speeding up separate cut sections of iMovie. Yeah, that's usually the best way, mate. If you've got a complete length of the movie, and there's a small section, if you click on that area, that specific area you want to split, right click on that, and it'll say split at the bottom of it. Jake will be crossing my name out soon, but I hadn't be. Richard back shortly, got to drop up Mrs. off work.
I'll flip you actually while I sort the next bit.
Gavin says it sags and goes longer than it should. Here we go.
It was Gav that started it today.
Yeah, well, bring it. I was going to say bring it down, but that's even more about sagging, isn't it? I've missed a couple of lives, so I'm catching up. No worries, Gavin. It's not mandatory that you have to be here.
Oh, yes, it is.
Did you? I don't know. I saw that message.
That's not a bad shout off, Alex.
Alex, what did you decide about making tutorial videos? Could you make some video editing videos as well? That's not a bad call. The episode that's due out. Shush, Morgs. Come here, come here. Come cuddle. Bear with me 2 seconds. Up. Morgan. Morgan.
Oh.
The episode that's due out this weekend, I've done a little electrical tutorial in that. But yeah, video editing. I will have to try and figure out how to screen record on the Mac. Because every time I do that screen record, it goes wrong. But yeah, not a bad shout at Alex.
Right, what do I need? LW2, LW3.
It is man. Oh, well, 2 seconds. Back to work for me. See you later. That's Paul.
Enjoy, Paul, darling.
I heard you saying it as the missus was talking. No, I think she needs to be punished for missing you guys out on the list. It's not very nice.
No, it's just because I know them. So I automatically... Jesus.
Your replay comment said about doing a poll. Did I say about doing a poll?
Poll.
I don't remember saying that.
I'll film over your shoulder. I think it was whether we do tutorials or not. I'm not sure.
Oh, yes. Yeah, thank you, Alex. Yeah, I see what you meant. Yeah, we need to do a poll. See what people think. We did what Grace did one, but it basically crashed and burned.
But I don't know if that was just we weren't good with the algorithm at the time, so that's why this is a problem.
Is it mandatory? It is mandatory, Dan says. Even I was able to get 5 minutes in on Saturday while in Darlington for a stag do. Yeah, and being deafened. Or film over your shoulder. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, but I'd rather do a screen record because it'll look a little bit more professional, and then you'll get 100% screen record. Pete's got to do the garden soon. Pete, can I do a German Rob?
What's a German Rob?
What's a German Rob?
I don't know. I'm scared.
I'm actually worried about that.
So am I.
You have to forgive us playing with the dog. He's
very playful.
He's
today,
going back to Mum today, so we're just getting the most in. Mav is in the house.
Hi, Mav.
Is Mav in the list?
Yes, I'm sure he is.
Favouritism?
No, it's not. It's just
No Pete, no Paul, no Richard, but you put Mav in. She's created a list.
Pete is in the. Pete is in the list.
You said he wasn't.
Pete is in the list.
Okay, so Paul.
Paul Woods wasn't in the list.
Yeah, but this is favouritism. You're getting sacked, you are.
Well, sack me then. I'll love you to dry.
Um.
Oh, Morgie.
Did it?
Yeah, the rest of the videos after more goes will be quiet.
Alex saying I was thinking show keyboard or whatnot if you had different buttons to press. It's with iMovie. It's not that complicated. It's just right click and left click on it. To be honest. When I recorded that audio, you heard I was 50 foot away, outside having a smoke.
Who?
Huh?
Oh.
Oh, yes, the audio he sent us on Saturday night. Jesus. Alex Page, well, Mav is the best. These two are really feeling the love for each other, aren't they?
Well.
How do you call your lover boy? Hey, lover boy. And if he didn't hear you.
Right.
Pass the ball then, Morgan. Pete says, yep, he said. Pete said you've got to do a poll. Rob, yep, I will do. Bloody dog. Got to do a poll. Sorry, Rob, I can't help it. You have to admit it's understandable. That's all right, mate. I'm truly heartbroken, but I'm happy for you both. Dan says messenger sent. Alex says I don't call him. I have to wait for your live stream. So the only time you talk to your other half is on the live stream. You know, what's this long distance relationship? Jake, do you know how to edit blurry videos? You or Rob? To be honest, no. I'd reshoot them if it's possible. Dan, Rob, do not look down again and say pass the ball. That dog was quiet when you said it. really worried about meeting you, Dan. Really am. When we meet, there's going to be you, Grace, and me standing behind Grace. I don't trust you.
Do you remember when he did have them done, bless his heart? He felt so sorry for himself, didn't he?
What's that? Oh, he's nuts, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Morgan was done. And he puked.
Yes.
Lee, here but editing vid to put up soon. No worries, bud. I'm doing the same again. Alex, it's a kink. What can I say? Hey, takes all sorts, bro. Mav, Alex, isn't jealousy a terrible thing?
I think he's lost it, Rob. He's lost it down beside of the freezer.
Oh, you numbskull.
That's what I said, down my freezer.
How did you get it down there, you wally? You're worried about meeting me. I'm worried about meeting me too. Okay.
Me, myself, and I.
All right. It's just going to be hard to find the train again. It's the only thing I can think of. By editing photos, if they're not too blurry, I can work with. I've done some for other people, but editing videos, I'm not sure about, if I'm honest.
Can't you edit on the Lightroom? To at least maybe bring the clarity up a bit to try and puzzle it together. I don't know. I'm guessing.
Rob, need video editor that is easy to use. Do you know any, Rob? It depends. Windows comes with its own stock video editor. I'm not sure on the name on that one. Mac comes with iMovie. I'm using DaVinci free at the moment. DaVinci 18.5 beta. It's alright as a starter, but it's more complicated than the basic ones. Little Britain, there are some AI filters that can sharpen video. Try that. Yeah, see if you can find any AI. I'll get my words out in a minute. Any AI video editors on mine. Jake, I can get a screenshot. If you want to get a screenshot and email it to us, don't message it because it'll be compressed. If you want to get a screenshot and email it, I'll have a go at sharpening it, but I can't promise anything. Dan says he used my phone and an app called InShot to edit the need the video to edit the works on Chromebooks. Oh, now you're asking. Try the App Store for a free video editor. I haven't used Windows or Chrome. I haven't used Windows for years, and I've never used Chrome. Jake says I've used iMovie, but just to put bids together. It is very limited. You can put transitions in, add audio and everything, but it's very limited compared to the likes of DaVinci or something like that.
Right.
Have you done it again?
Yes.
No.
No?
Pass it here, you muppet.
Right, so I'm going to get it flipped, and 20 minutes in I must do a day stream again. I'm doing it earlier than usual. Shock horror. So, what we do here? I'm going to
send it over, Jake, and I'll do my best, buddy.
I'm going to do the ramp building now, so that's done. So you've got your grey card, your printed card that goes here. Now you'll notice these next to are slightly smaller. So you've got your grey card there, and then this one.
Gav, I've just had a text. Do you want me to announce that or just keep it to yourselves, mate? Dan, I'll just have a look. Bear with me.
So, the two inside cards are short roll on the roof.
Oh, Morgan.
Along the top, the roof fits down on.
I'm going to put something down the side of this freezer.
Yeah, he keeps putting it there, doesn't he?
Yeah,
maybe some of the wood. Now turn the inner wall around and fit onto the outer. LW, right. Ah, no, it can't be that one, can it? Ah, I shouldn't have taken it off.
Alright, bear with me a second, I just want to interrupt. Kitty Master, I'm just going to have a look at. Dan, I'll just see your messenger in a minute. I just checked with Alex because Alex, sorry, I do apologise. I've just checked with Gavin because I've just received a text because I wanted to know if it was okay to mention on the live. If you want to mention it, Grace.
Sorry, I'm just reading that for a second.
Gavin says it's okay to say.
Oh, well, Gavin, we've just had a message, another donation from Gavin. So, Gavin, thank you so, so much, lovely. £100. It's just amazing. You know, it just means we can, again, you know, get bulk things rather than little bits here and there. So, Gavin,
that's
thank
amazing.
you
It's
very, very much, darling. It's appreciated. It truly is. And where's my list?
We never pressure anybody to give in gifts, donations, to join as members or patrons or anything like that. Gavin is already one of our top patrons. We don't pressure anybody into doing that. If you want to do it, you can do it. If you don't want to do it, your tips, hints and tricks are always appreciated the same. But that is,
I don't know
beyond
what to
amazing.
say.
No, we do apologise, Gavin. We really don't know what to say apart from thank you, which sounds cheap, to be honest.
You're calling him cheap now?
No, I'm saying we sound
Right,
cheap.
gotta go. If you do a poll for tutorial, cut me as a yes, please. Sounds good.
I'll sort that out now, Alex. Yeah, I'm getting people's names mixed up. I'll sort that now, Alex. Thank you very much for reminding me, my friend.
Right.
But again, Gavin, speechless. Absolutely speechless.
That's gotta be L1. Sorry, I'm just getting this figured out.
Don't
L1.
tell me you can't do a poll. Oh, I have to go and get the laptop.
Right, so that. Turn around, that around.
Right, you are
That
chatting. I
goes
need to
to
go and get
there.
the laptop.
Yeah, no worries. I'm
Mr.
just
Thomas,
figuring this
you are
out.
a pain in the bottom.
You bring a light into my life and I am happy to support. I am cheap to some but dear to others. Well,
Well,
you're
very dear
extremely
to
dear
us.
to us, darling. You know, as is everyone that's part of this dysfunctional family. You know, it does mean a lot. And like we said before, you know, I know how you guys feel about the lives. Well, they're important to us as well. And that's why, like today, you know, we wanted to do a day live. And obviously, you know, it went a bit quiet on the last one. And we were worried. We thought, you know, are we doing something boring or something? And, you know, it's not because obviously everyone has to chat, but we were just worried that it wasn't the usual. And, you know, if it was quiet because people weren't up to talking, what was up, you know? Get the mallard now, Rob. Yeah. No, Gavin, thank you so much, darling. It is truly appreciated. You know, we've had a few donations of late. Who was it did the 5? It was Adam Flymer, I think, did a donation on the last live. So, you know, guys, it is appreciated. And without you guys, we would not be where we are. And obviously continuing to go forward with, because there's a few bits that we've got that we haven't obviously used yet. So, as we said, you know, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't even be anywhere near where we are in the progress. So, you know, it's like even these kits, they've come from the money we've made from here. So, again, without you guys, it wouldn't be. We are just mesmerised by you, Grace. You leave us speechless. Oh, Gav. I take compliments rubbish, so I hope I'm not sounding ungrateful. I just take them absolutely rubbishly.
What's
But
that?
he's just complimenting me, and we know how awful I am at accepting compliments.
Yeah, Alex,
We're just mesmerised by you, Grace. You leave us speechless.
what we'll do, Gab, is we'll split it down the middle between us, and like the last time, Grace spends all of it.
Yeah.
You did, didn't you?
Although Pete's just said get your mallard now, so...
That'll have to be a discussion between me and Grace, because it's not just down to me.
No, I think you did the last lot on SCENICS, so maybe you should.
Now we'll have a chat. I'm not taking over the money.
No, you've wanted to have the mallard for a while.
Well, there's two, isn't there? Because Jake has got some.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So, Jake, if you're still listening, buddy, I'll have a chat with you now as well.
Tune in to Metcast Builds with Grace, who literally uses a spot of glue. You can get the mallard from Fluid Models for 40. Oh, they got another one in, Dan?
Fluid, not red one.
No, I said Fluid. So true, plus this for best live to the week, as it's always the funniest and there's never a boring day. Yeah, I'm here. You know, as I said, guys, we just worried because obviously it wasn't its usual chattiness, and we do appreciate, you know, people have got stuff going on. It wasn't trying to say, you should be commenting. But obviously, again, that dysfunctional family, and of
We just
course,
want to
we
keep people
worry.
interested, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake, I'll have a private chat with you about the Scotsman, buddy. Because it's the Scotsman and the Mallard. They're the two I've always loved since I was a kid. Well, yes, it's an 80s layout. Rule 1. Text poll.
Huh?
Where are we?
Fix this wall to the back of outer wall. OW1. Huh?
Because it's always the funniest and there's never a boring day.
No, that's...
I'm here, DCX, Jake, they do. The woman always holds the purse strings and occasionally ties them around the test. Yeah.
What was that?
Gav. A woman holds the purse strings and then occasionally ties them around the testes. Some things.
I think Rob's quite lucky, although to be fair, I'm not kind of a missus to, before I get onto that, this one has got to be flush from the bottom because this bit is shown. So I think the problem with us is usually people say, oh, the missus, I can't get this for my hobby and I've got it secretly or not told her how much it is. But the problem is...
I spent 1,800 quid on a camera body, didn't I?
Well, that's the problem, isn't it? A lot of our hobbies are very similar. So... You know, but it also means he can't tell me off for what I spend.
Gav says, only jesting, Grace. Please don't pick on me.
Not at all, Gav.
You're now swearing at me, Jake. Or are you using the DC other letter? Mav says, Gavin Fry, I totally agree, mate. Sometimes I just happen to hear Grace in the background or taking the mick out of Rob or telling him off. Nothing normal there. Nothing normal.
Nothing unnormal there.
Nothing unusual there. Dan, Clwyd has Scotsman just saying, and the team coaches for £10 to £20 each. We need to take a walk over.
A walk? I ain't walking there. You can walk, but...
Dan, are you around this weekend, maybe?
Jesus. Guys, just Google Anglesey to Colwyn Bay and you'll realise, well, I've told Rob to go do one on walking.
In a minute, Moggy. Clwyd has Scotsman just saying fatigue coaches £10 to £20 each. Mav says they're like a happily not quite married Rob sorted couple. Don't go there, Mav. Andy says first time I saw the Scotsman was 1st of May 1968. I don't know why, Mav. Sorry, Andy. I don't know why, but the Scotsman and the Mallard have appealed to me since I was a child, basically.
You're still a child.
Bearing in mind that I spent the first 9 years of my life living out in Cyprus, basically. I have no idea why. Dan's got to pop to the loo. Oh, I've got to pop out, sorry.
How did popping out and pop to the loo sound like the same thing? Just...
Jake says, I'm sorry, Pete. I should be ready for it. All I'm bothered about the detail. If it's not detailed, I'm going to scream and swear. Ring Hornby and tell them where to go because it's not detailed. Dan, I really don't like you. I got to drive the Scotsman and get to play on real size train sets. Yeah.
We still got a trip to take as well, but we can't take the camera.
To where? Oh, yes. Yeah.
Well, I suppose... No, I don't know, actually, if we can... But we've kind of got to say something now that we've... we might have a chance to go to a workshop anyway, but unfortunately it's a completely no cameras thing. I don't know how much I can say, I don't know, but, you know, the one handy thing, knowing people, so... But unfortunately we can't post any of it, which is a shame, but...
Jake's running to the post office. Dan's be right back.
Everyone's leaving us.
Nobody's logged. Would you blame them after missing... I'm on the wrong profile now.
After missing what?
After missing them on the bloody...
You just swore.
Bloody in the Bible, bloody in the book, and if you don't bloody believe me, have a bloody look. Childhood rant. I know. I better play with this dog before he bites me.
He is really playing. It's as if he knows. I swear dogs know these things. So again, I'm just doing my usual, guys, because it's so many layers. It's in between each stage while the rocket glue dries quickly. I want to make sure it's clamped up. So I've been clamping it between each layer. However, now it's fully built up to the layer it needs to be. I'm just clamping it for that little bit extra. That's just to make sure it's fully secure, because obviously I don't want it to start coming apart, because that's going to be really frustrating at 4 layers thick. I will catch up on a few comments. I'm around this weekend, but being fat, I'm always round. I'm sorry, Pete, and she'll be ready for it. I'm bothered about the detail. If not detailed, I'm going to scream, swear, then ring Horby. Oh, Rob's already read these comments, hasn't he? There's a nice special edition on eBay, Jake. Well, it was there yesterday. Same here, so Dodan. Helping firing from Worcester to Snow Hill, a few bets. So from head to toe, lovely. I'm not leaving. Oh, don't start that again. Wait, you said you're running to the post office. Unless you mean my post office. Oh, love you too, Mum and Dad. Mum and Dad are being soppy today. I spoke to them on the phone and I said, well, have you been watching? You've not been commenting. How am I supposed to know if they're watching? Little Britain. Yes. Your name, your name, your name. Because yours hasn't stuck quite yet.
Hasn't stuck? What's that?
Little Britons. I just think of the show Little Britain.
Don't want that one.
Dominic.
Want that one.
It's a purple book as well, guys. So these clips actually come from Paul Woods. We got a gift box with a few different things, and I used to use these clips that I got from our local hardware store. Unfortunately, I clipped them to my board, so now they're permanently not as tight as they could be. They'd work for something like this, but I do prefer these clips because you've got
tighter is better.
Yeah, but you've also got longer where you can put it in, so that I can go further in with. So I really like these clips. I would imagine hardware stores again. I have seen them at hardware stores, but they are fantastic.
Sorry, interrupting. Pete, the special edition on eBay, Jake. It was there yesterday. Was that the? There was a gold-plated one I saw on eBay yesterday. That was absolutely stunning. 70th anniversary one.
eBay. Rob, I would apologise, but then I'd get told off myself, so I will retract the statement. Never bring it up again and hope that will suffice.
What? Jake says, if there isn't enough details, I'm going to rob my gran. She won't, and she has my mallet in her house, so she won't give it. Oh no, that's not good.
I've got you. So Jake, you've gone to the post office, but you're listening to us as you're driving. Hope you're not texting and driving.
It's nice that people have 5G. We barely had 3G here.
Yeah. Richard, Rob, did you manage to find another mallard yet? He's always looking. His problem with eBay is he forgets to bid. And the only time he did bid was when Paul Woods, bless his heart, got the garages.
Paul
Oh, did you miss that one?
No, Paul said it was a different one.
Oh, okay. That would have been funny, though. Little Britain just checked 20 for £10. Little Britain's in Canada, though. That's the only problem.
Someone sent me a message. I can't. Where are we? 2 seconds.
Jake, don't worry about your spelling. Having a dyslexic brother and things like that, I've got used over the years to reading things, and if they're not quite spelt right, kind of not trying to figure them out, but getting what you mean. Do you want to let Snowy know we're live, actually? Because won't have seen the post. I don't know if she's doing anything today. But I've just thought poor Snowy hasn't had a message. Yeah. So, and
I need to answer. Bear with me. I've got just dealing with Dan's messages.
Wait, you're being the secretary for once.
But probably not an appropriate thing to do. So.
I suppose we are on a day stream, so we do have to behave a bit more. Guys, we're going to have to behave a bit today, I think. Innuendos only. Because obviously now could be the time we do get kids watching, although they should be at school. Yep, that missed my mouth.
You dribbled.
No, it went down my trousers.
Oh,
I
dear.
peed myself. So that side is built.
No, Richard, I haven't managed to find a mallard yet. That's what we were just talking about. I need to find one now. We've had a very, very kind donation of Gavin Fry. So it means I can get my Flying Scotsman and my mallard.
Let's make sure I do this right.
Just take 20p. They look brilliant. Sorry, can't spell. Don't worry about it.
That's what I was saying. I'm used to figuring out bits as well, so it's not a problem.
I've seen loads, just not had the money for them when I see them. Yeah, right. We do know that feeling. As I said, we saw the mallard in Redland Models, and I was having an hour about it, and the next time I went, she'd gone.
So that's why things like the donations mean so much to us, because it means we can.
Before the mallard was in York, it was housed at a museum, Clapham, London, where I first saw it. How cool is that? So that means you... I don't know what steam engine it was. Where was I going? I ended up at Chester Station, and they had a steam train there. Now, bear in mind, I think I was about 37, 38 at the time, and I was taking pictures, and the driver said, do you want to come up? And I got to stand on the plate, go in the engine for the first time ever, and it was actually a little tear in my eye because it was something I'd wanted to do since I was a kid.
Yeah. Just while Rob gets back to reading comments, this next bit is you put it the other side, and yeah, I've just seen Little Britain's comment. That top bit doesn't know. I've just worked that out. It doesn't fold over. It's just the bottom bit that I've got to glue there. So thank you for that one, buddy, as well. And then you do have a gap at the bottom. I'm assuming that is for... No, it's not for the ramp. It can't be. Weird. But then that'll be covered by the platform, I think, so...
Richard says, we'll finally get to see the Rail Museum in York next April. Is going to Haven site in Yorkshire for the week. Bargain at £49 for the week. Oh, well, it's not good enough for you anymore. Jake says, Oscar's birthday is the 4th of November. The next Xmas is about the 29th of... Jesus. Yeah, that's an expensive few months, isn't it? Little Britain, 10 for $14 on Amazon.ca. Jeez, that's a bright. Did you have a look at Grammarly? Mysterious Mechanic. It's brilliant, Hillcrest. Fucking hot, wasn't it, Rob? Oh, yeah, it was. It was very, very warm because they were just steaming her up to leave, but that was a childhood dream completed. You know, when everybody says, what do you want to be when you're a little kid, and they ask you what do you want to be? You want to be a train driver, don't you?
Right, that's completely the wrong place. Right, so this all needs to line up.
Grizzly runs, Jake. Great April. Thanks, everyone. Got to start work now. Okay, no worries, mate. You take care. And
who's heading off? Sorry.
Dominic, is it?
Oh, Dominic, thank you for tuning in, darling. It's lovely for you to finally catch a live. I'm just sorry it's for such a short time.
Nice. I have terrible spelling. It really helps. Oh, don't worry about it, Alex. Don't worry about it. We're not bothered.
Have you seen my spelling?
Barnabas Junction, good evening. Sorry, afternoon, everybody. Yeah,
I said that myself. Don't worry, Jason.
Yeah, it is daylight outside. Bless you. Bless you. Jake says I wanted to come to Durham. Hillcrest. We're definitely going back to Wales again, but saving up for a cruise, and Cindy's daughter's coming over from Seattle for 2 weeks. It's going to be an expensive 2024. Well, if you're back this way at all, give us a shout and we'll meet up in the shop. It'll be an expensive day out, but we'll meet up in the shop.
So yeah, an expensive trip.
You need to chill.
He's so playful today, isn't he? Bless him. I think they know. They do know. I don't care what people say.
I'll wind him up even
now. Yeah. So again, I don't need to clip this one for long because it's only that last layer. But I am going to clip it just to make sure with so many layers. And that goes there.
Richard says, okay, will do. And he says, word is the satellite site at Shildon is really good. I presume that's at somebody else. Mav says, Andy, sorry for missing your Andy stream yesterday. Work took over for a bit. When I came back, I was watching something else. It's happened here too once. I think that's the thing. We try and catch each other's streams to support each other, don't we?
Yeah.
It's like we missed a couple of Jasons unintentionally, but we got
And then we were ill.
And then we were poorly. But I'm sure Andy, Jason, etc. will agree that it's, you know, nobody thinks any the worse of you if you miss a stream.
No, and sometimes we do what others do on ours as well, is say we're here, but we're in the shed, so we're listening, but we're not necessarily commenting as much. So while that's sitting there, I'm going to get on with the other side now as well.
She'll never run because she costs more money than the Scotsman. She's a museum piece now. It's such a shame. I do mind you saying that with the woke generation that they really want. That's what the next target will be, isn't it? Running the steam trains because of coal.
Yeah.
You have to burn energy efficient, smokeless fuel. Yeah, that'll be a laugh, wouldn't it? They're told to use smokeless fuel in steam engines.
Yeah.
Richard says, I'm going to try and do a live in PH. Just got to set my work area a bit more first. Not a worry, mate.
No, that's a bit big.
Alex is popping in and out.
Find out, Morgan, darling.
Let's go on to, how do you get it up? Live chat. Live chat, all messages are visible. Alex, nothing wrong with steam engines. I agree, but you know it's going to happen, isn't it? People will be, you know, just stop oil. They'll be saying just stop coal as well. Barnabas, this Thursday live stream is going to be very interesting. Please don't tell me you're wearing a pair of Alex's hot pants.
He's got to you too.
Richard, we'll be posting part 1 of my Metcalfe small factory build later on this evening. No worries. I'm just editing our episode for this weekend.
Yeah, I'm now at the point I get confused whether it's an episode or update. Because we are trying to keep on top of it. So at least if things happen, we've still...
Mav. Oh, Talathlin have been testing alternate fuel. Have they? We know. I've actually ridden the Talathlin and we both know it very well because we cover... What's the event called? Race the Train. We cover the Race the Train down there. Gavin, they will have to convert to oil, but this will have no help to convert. Really worrying for the future. It is... I am genuinely concerned because people will start saying that these things are killing the planet. They don't run that often.
No, and they become even more expensive.
Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, if they want to run them and people are complaining, we'll just get the company to plant a few trees. Barnabas Junction, laughing. Hillcrest Holt, sharing his thing. Andy will be right back. Just stop oil is stupid. I mean, renewable energy is still mostly oil-based, just not directly as fuel, but plastic. Exactly, mate.
Look at electric cars.
Yeah, electric cars. 500,000 tons of ore has got to be mined for one battery. Jake says, I want the full set and build a locomotion in Shildon. Nice. Steam won't be the same. It's the coal that makes the unique smell. Exactly. It's a steam engine with smoke coming out the top. End of story. You know, it's... excuse me. At the end, and I do apologise if I sound like I'm ranting, but we shouldn't forget our past. Many years ago, they started talking about banning, about teaching kids about the Second World War and things like that. They're trying to get rid of all these statues. Yeah, some of the guys in the statues weren't nice people at the time, but it's history and we learn from history. And if you start getting rid of things like steam engines, how are kids going to... I mean, a 5-year-old standing on a platform watching a steam engine go past.
Oh, it's lovely to see.
Locomotion lotion.
Huh? That sounds like something else.
There's no coal already being mined in Britain anymore. The coal for the railways you use come from the Ukraine, so that stopped. Estonian and Talathlin aren't using coal anymore. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Alex, I mean, surely you can have an electric steam train. Just have an electric train with it. What's an open kettle for steam? Yeah. Gavin, our past is the future we now live. And exactly, if we don't make the mistakes, how can we learn? It's the same as with us, me and Grace, isn't it? We make mistakes. We know not to do that mistake again.
I thought your mistake was meeting me. You can't go back from that.
But we shouldn't wipe the past out, and we should have the past in our present, and that includes things like steam trains. Alex, yeah, but they add to the statue with a slave owner, make a statue of the slaves behind them. Quite possibly, yeah. That's quite possibly, and make it a better description on the statue of what this person did. Mav, these eco-warriors, how many times do they get back from a protest and pop the kettle on when they get in? Same kettle using electricity, most likely provided by coal-burning power station. This is true. Dan is back. Go, Grace.
That was quick.
Alex, I'm always open with my mistakes, and if I ever make one, I will tell you. We all do. Jake says, look at Messenger. Bear with. Yeah, rather than remove, just add context. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, I'm with you, Jake. Yeah, no problem at all. I will sort that later. Remind me later.
Does anyone here follow train driver Brian on YouTube? I don't know if we do, Jason. Is it one to look at? Locomotion Lotion. That's a new one.
I thought...
Locomotion Lotion. I don't actually have your name, darling. Do you fancy sharing it, or are you new to the stream? I apologise if you've been here before and I've missed you, but a name like that I would think I would remember. Or have I seen you on someone else's live, maybe?
Train driver Brian. Just subscribe to him.
Possibly Adam. Adam. No, I'm new, don't worry. My name is Carl. Well, very big welcome, Carl. I hope you enjoy our lives. Are you UK based or are you abroad? Is that how you're managing to tune in today? Or has the algorithm decided?
China opens up 10 new coal-fired power plants per day. So what impacts is a few steam locomotives making on the planet compared to that? Exactly.
I meant to do that.
Gavin, an electric train is not breathing living beast. No heartbeat. This is it. I get why people follow, and I do like some of the more modern ones, but it's not like a living, breathing thing that the steam engines are. Alex, there's not a lot of coal on the power grid, as is none. And when eco-warriors use the bus or car share to get to and from protests, fair comment. Alex is up again. Jason shared train driver Brian, so go everybody hop over and jump on that.
Have we shared our new ones today as well? Because they won't have had shares before as well.
Yeah, make sure you please share Locomotion Lotion's link. Someone please, thank you. He's from Northamptonshire.
And also Little Britons as well, please.
Little Britons, yeah. I think I've seen you two before, but when you have been in uniform, I said, look.
Huh?
You quite possibly have seen us ink up. Jake. Can't say he hasn't seen us, but possible.
As you look familiar in the ambulance uniform. Oh yeah, because my Facebook's got our picture at the moment, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Possibly.
Jason said he's a freight line driver based at Crewe.
Oh, come on then.
Cool. Subtitle, Jason. Thank you guys very kindly. There's more than. If you're new to the channel, you probably don't understand how things work here. We're unbelievably different to 98% of them out there. We've learned from the best with the likes of Jason. Jason gave us a shout, what, 5-6 months ago?
Oh, God, it went mad from there.
We were at 414 subscribers, and then we got a load of people saying, come over from Barnabas Junction.
Who the hell is that?
We love sharing people's pages. We love supporting others because it was done for us, and you always pay it forward.
That's why we want to give it back, isn't it?
Alex says, I'll have to send you my sustainable energy policy. Be a nice bedtime reading for you.
Oh, the thing I do want to say as well, because some people do watch it back. If there's anybody watching it back and wants their channel shared, but obviously you never managed to catch a live, or someone that doesn't really like to comment, message us privately either on Facebook or our email, and then maybe we can get your channel shared that way as well. So again, guys, I'm at that 4th layer, so I am going to keep this together for a bit longer. I just want to make sure this does properly stick.
Gab says total coal imports in the first quarter of 2023 were 1,268,000 tonnes, 80% lower than the same period for 2022. Government stats. That's not good. That's not good. Pete says, garden time, guys. Try to get back later. No worries, Pete. You take care.
Thanks for tuning in, darling.
Jake says, I'm a bit quiet.
Yeah.
Real pressed Holt. I wish my rocket glue would do that. Mine's always too runny.
Give it a shake. That was one thing that I was always told, was to give it a shake before you use it, because I used to think the same. I was always like, God, it's so runny. But it was actually Lord Allen of Dragon Junction who said to me, shake it. And I probably don't need to shake it every time I use it, but I've just got into the habit now of giving it a good shake before I use it, and that tends to make it not as thin. I think it might separate a little bit if it isn't. So it could just be that. Have you given that a try? Gonna mow our lawns in a minute while the weather is nice. No worries, Jason. Today's it's not rainy, but it's windy here, so we're doing a washing day today. Sorry, Rob, you're a bit quiet. And we can be, can't we? You gave me a shout out and my subs went up rapidly from 69 to 73. Well, Dan, exactly, you know, we just want to help, and, you know, if we can get you even in just that TikTok, into that YouTube algorithm, that's what we can do, you know. Locomotion lotion. Gavin is that imported figure, including the coal that's coming into Immingham for Ratcliffe Power Station, because that stuff is top 2,000 T per train. I've seen a few of them. Timber Surf, lurking but working, so just listening. No worries, Timber. Make sure everyone batters down the hatches for Wednesday. Yeah. Storm Agnes is approaching. Have we already had a Storm Agnes before?
No, this one's due to hit to about 70 miles an hour.
Oh, God.
So we need to go through the garden.
Yeah. Well, it needs to be set up for winter now anyway, doesn't it? To be fair.
Richard says, shake it from now on. I bought some cheap Tesco PVA glue to try as well. There's a nice rocket glue shaped bottle. I do use the PVA glue. The only thing I found, and it could just purely be because I'm doing it on lives, where obviously some of it you just need to hold it in place for ages or leave it with clamps, or if it's a building. Obviously, because I'm on live, I don't have that time. As the Metcalf instructions always say, go and have a cuppa. Or obviously, if I did that every single time, you guys would be sitting around and I'd be going to the toilet a lot because of all the drinks I'm making. So rocket glue is brilliant. I'd say if you need to do something quickly, or if you've got fiddly bits that need that glue. Oh, is that our weather? That's our weather prediction for Wednesday local.
Jeez. I'm going to get really rough in Anglesey. Not good.
Serious back issues now way too fat due to my sedentary job plus age. I had to fight against prejudice to get where I did in the first place. It's wrong, isn't it, mate? Dan, due to my emergency operation, I've had to step back, so we'll have to start as cleaner again on steam, but primary and second man on shunt are still assured. Oh, not good, buddy. Gav.
Can I just quickly finish what I was saying? So yeah, so anyway, on the PVA, that will probably work for you, Richard, because you've got the time to do it, and even on your time lapses, you can speed it up. Now, the other bit I have got now that works really well, and I do like, is the glaze and glue. I find it is sticking a lot better than the PVA. Obviously, I am no way sponsored by these guys. It would be awesome if we were. Yeah. But I am not sponsored by them, and obviously some people work, some people don't. But these are definitely my tools that I tend to use. I do occasionally still use for PVA with like windows and that. So say like here where I attach for windows because of the glazing and the risk, I sometimes use PVA to attach them to the main bit of the build. But anyway, back to Rob.
Jason, going to be really rough in the Irish Sea Wales, etc. Yep. You're going to get it really rough in Anglesey? Yep, we're going to cop it. I think the northeast is horrible up here with the wind. Yeah, we had 50 miles an hour the other night. Dan says hot and sunny here, no wind as yet. Seriously, Dan, over in Colwyn Bay?
Oh, it's always as soon as you get off the island, there's like a cloud that separates the weather.
Look into this glue. Oh, excuse me. Gav says That is all coal, including coking coal. Most comes from US. Oh, excuse me. Most comes from USA and then Australia. So are we just, Gav, are we still any dependent on any Russian fuels at all? Oh, what's that overhead light I saw in the phone screen?
Oh, I will get onto that. Bright light.
So
No, you can flip it.
Hold on. What we had to do because of my crappy eyesight. This, can I borrow that? Can I just do that?
Yeah. Careful of the
So
squirrel.
that you can see at the back is the holder for it, and the light itself is a magnifying glass as well. And I got it for me, but Grace has kind of robbed it.
Well, I needed it for painted people, so I did used to have a another light which we do tend to keep for the when we do trackside, but both of them brilliant. They have additional switches where you can adjust the brightness and the colour as well. People want links, we can give them to you.
Dan says he uses super glue in 99% of builds. Barnabas, they have predicted winds and gusts of 70 plus for Ireland, Irish Sea, West and North Wales. Yeah, the forecasts, and that's exactly what they are. It's just a prediction, but I'm not looking forward to it. Jake says sunny and cloudy here. I never use super glue in the build, says Lee. What's the weather like in Liverpool at the moment, Lee? Gab says read the comment above. What have I missed? This is all coal. That is all coal. Ah, so we're not getting any from Russia. Good.
Thanks for that, Gav. As we've said to people before, for anybody new, I don't think we're as busy today because it is a day stream, but the night streams can get quite busy. So if we miss comments, we don't intend to. If we do, repeat them. You know, we know some channels don't like that, but here at RGJ, if we miss comments, please just repeat them. So, like Gav's just done, we won't be annoyed or anything about it.
The weather in Liverpool is next. Careful, mate. We're honorary scousers. We are, so careful what you say.
Why, what did you just say?
The weather in Liverpool is nicked. Yeah, 2021 imports of gas, oil and coal from Russia and the UK were worth 4.5 billion, fell to 2.2 billion, 1.3 billion. Oh yeah, I'm with you, Gav. Not quite stopping just yet. So we've still got some coming in from that way. Jake says we have yellow warnings Wednesday and Thursday. Richard, I'm finding that glue in the Metcalf glue applicators is really hard to squeeze out the bottom. I've been using the Uhu glue on. I'll just come get a sheet. Where's the sheet?
Have you got a way to do it? Oh, the one thing as well for the rocket glue we still need to order is you can get thinner applicators. So especially N-gauge, Richard, I'm sure they would benefit you. You do that one.
So this is part of a sheet that I've had. I ordered on eBay from Greece. A4 sheets, and I've been using them on the side of the Corex to create brick walls. And I've been using the Uhu glue for that, and it's amazing. It works really well.
Yoo-hoo.
I managed to kill two sheets using PVA glue because it just soaked through. So if you've got anything like this, I highly recommend the Uhu glue for it.
You love it, don't you, now you started using it?
Yeah.
It's like me with a rocket glue. I couldn't see. When I was without mine, I hated it.
Oh, so this is a pro-Ukrainian Nazi channel.
Oh.
Let's put user in timeout. We're not having comments like that.
Huh?
He just said it was a pro-Ukrainian Nazi channel. You just lost a sub. To be honest, mate, we really don't care what you think. This is our channel. We will say what we wish. If you're offended, get lost.
Oh, because we're talking about how much you get from Russia. That. Oh well.
Yeah, Dan, I wouldn't be surprised. Wind and rain, by the way.
Oh, we've just lost a sub, but that's somebody that's never actually commented before either.
Yeah.
So.
I don't give a monkey's what he thinks. He can get lost.
They're obviously not part of a dysfunctional family if we don't recognise them.
Richard says, I'm going to switch to using Uhu glue on bigger parts. Oh, I love it, mate. I really do. The same as Grace loves her rocket glue. I love this Uhu glue. Ben, if I remember correctly, it was one of the mics. It was yours. Not as far as me. I am so jealous. I am really jealous. Locomotion lotion. Imagine thinking that the Ukrainians are the Nazis in that scenario. Well, we're not here to discuss politics.
No, and that's what they've done.
we're allowed to have comments on certain things, and we haven't come across as pro-Ukrainian on here. We will keep our thoughts to ourselves, but we do have thoughts about it.
They wouldn't like Pete then, would they?
No.
Glaze and glue for glazing, exactly. Timber, I'm converted with that one as well, I must admit.
Gavin, a hint with squeezy bottles is to squeeze slightly before turning the bottle upside down. Then when you squeeze, it sucks the glue into the nozzle. Ooh, that's a good old tip.
What was that?
A hint with squeezy bottles is squeeze slightly upright before turning the bottle upside down. Then when you squeeze it, it sucks the glue into the nozzle.
I do that with my paint as well.
Timber, PVA, Uhu and super glue are essential glues. Yeah, I totally agree, mate. You guys, right from the start, you know, we started without, well, probably still haven't got any basic idea, have we? But yeah, these glues are amazing. Timber, Jake says, keyboard sadios, people like that. It doesn't bother us. We get weirdos. I managed to see that one, I think, before most people did.
Don't be offensive. Everyone's a weirdo here.
Yep. Yeah, but certain type of weirdo. Glue and glaze for glazing. Dan says, no, I just volunteered dog Arog while I recover where I'm ashamed to drive. The best thing, I wrote the driver's handbook for dog Arog and past drivers.
Oh.
We're going to have to follow you down there, mate, really are.
So,
Timber
anyway.
Surf never used rocket, but then not needed the speed.
That's the thing. I think it's purely down to the speed that I use rocket for.
Jason says, do not use super glue on glazing. It will turn frosty.
Yeah.
Oh, you could have a bathroom window for that, though, couldn't you?
Next bit is just getting this ramp on as well, just while Rob continues chatting, just so you know where I'm at, guys. But it has to go flush with this bit here, and not that, because I'm assuming this is where bits join together. So...
Dan says, still laugh when I see the label of that glue. It reminds me of the guy who announces Deluxe as Dulux glue.
Yeah, but you also thought I spelt it wrong.
I've always forgotten about Bostik glue.
What one's that?
It's another type of glue. Tim's saying about it's a suitable alternative. Copydex has its uses too, and we do need to get a bottle of that, don't we?
We've never actually got it, have we?
No.
Because that's what they're suggesting as well for lining up the... oh, have you bought that in?
What?
The, now we've sprayed it.
It's safe in there. I'll take it in a second. Carl, it's sad people like that don't have a life and like to come and bully others or sit in there and stalk. I agree, Jake.
Well, they can try and bully us, but...
I will say we're trying to keep this one clean because it's daytime. And I am being as polite as I can when they can just sod off as far as I'm concerned. I really don't care. And if this guy is still listening, I hope he heard that.
Well, what gets me is that with us especially, I know other YouTubers are giving up because of abuse and things, but one thing that our job, our training we get is to make us also mentally resilient.
Oh, yeah.
When you're dealing with mental health patients who, you know, to them, they are desperate not to go where they need to go because they're section, bless their heart. And while they wouldn't normally say these things, the things they say to us,
oh God, yeah.
if we weren't that strong resiliently, it would really get to us and we'd have a mental breakdown. So we go through a lot of training.
Yeah. Our mental health boss who trains us, and it includes full-on scenarios of us getting insulted, called all sorts of names.
They make a scary patient.
He makes a very, very scary patient in the scenarios. He is amazing. He really is. He's one of the best tutors I've ever seen.
Yeah, so bullies can come on here and think, oh, we're trite with us, but ain't gonna
Mav
work.
said, I've just checked his website and YouTube channel. Really haven't lost anyone worthwhile. I'm going to be a pig. Mav, do me a favour and drop his website into the links, please, mate. Gavin Fries says, hail to the weirdos, we rule the world. Hell yes.
I was going to say, you did it in, I think you insulted people there when you said about him being a weirdo, because we're all weirdos.
Sodor Dan says, entry to this family is entirely based on our stableness and our complete lack of. Yep. Loads of love. Jake says a little bit late, Jason. Timber says Copydex stinks. I've heard this.
Like
this
fish or something,
isn't it? This is why I
it?
want to get a bottle, because I want to see how it smells.
Really?
Yeah.
It's supposed to smell like fish or something. So can we do that Surstrom or whatever it is at the same time, if it stinks that bad?
Copydex is a great glue for ballasting. Didn't know that.
Yeah, they suggested the other live. You've probably forgotten. They suggested it for...
Yeah, with my problems.
For the...
Wayne Model Builder, off to get a flu jab soon, that time of year. Oh dear. Richard says Charlie Bishop likes using copy decks. Dominic says copy decks reminds me of when I was 17. Can't think why.
Oh dear.
No comment. Trying to keep it clean on this one.
Now we're back.
Trust me, I'm thinking of it.
Why together then fix
Dan says, I never copy decks. He walked on the third rail. That was really shocking. Oh, damn, that was terrible. Mouse says, copy decks is excellent on the way out. Let's have what track and cork down with it when I had to pull it up to move sheds. It saved me loads of dosh because it came up so easily. Andy says, most of my bars is held with copy decks. Gav, so that was the training that Grace got before meeting Rob. Oh, guess whose side Gav's on today?
Yep. Smells of ammonia.
Right,
nice.
Open that in Chrome. I'll have a look at that now.
Is this where we open it on a video so people get a reaction?
Oh! Ow!
Oh, yeah, that's...
Right, yeah, you click on that link, guys, if you want. Yeah, I can see why he said what he said.
That's his opinion, which, you know what? I think, though, even if we get someone that's pro-Russia, as long as they don't shove it in their things like that, that's their opinion. We don't have a right to tell people their opinion. I will say that. So
someone's crashed out.
Yeah. So this is not saying people, if that's your views, you know, you can't join our channel. That is your choice.
Just keep them to your bloody self.
Yeah. Guys, Rob locked the phone, but I will check our battery status, I think.
Well, nappies. Looks at Messenger is so graceful.
Okay.
May have been a terrible joke, but that was the quickest joke I can make. It wasn't a terrible. I like dad jokes.
Right, so now I've got to build the back wall, guys. On the left hand, and then there's a brick one side and an inside the other. It's two small blue rear floor supports. I must have 4, I suppose. I fit the floor, so I just need to find the other end to make sure. Fit right hand wall, so the ramp is sitting on the side supports. Note the small strips over the door meet butt end.
Oh, Jake's doing the service station.
Fit together from behind with door joiner strip. Right.
Gav says a wonderful, wonderful person. Yeah. Opinions are like arseholes. Oops, never mind. Everyone's got them. Doesn't make mine right, doesn't make yours right, doesn't make theirs right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we did get someone who their opinion is Russia is, but unfortunately it seems the only people that make claims that Russia is great is the ones that shove it down your throat. So
it's lucky he wasn't on that one after we bumped into that guy in Holyhead.
Oh, he was lovely.
We're not saying pro-Ukraine or pro-Russia, but we met a gentleman in Holyhead. We were just going up to pick up Chinese, weren't we, Grace?
They'd lost their home.
He'd had a Ukrainian plate on the car, so we started chatting to the guy. His son goes to school locally. His wife works at the school. He works as a carer. And he showed us a photo of his family home back in Ukraine. How his wife and his son are alive, I do not know, but the home was hit by a Russian missile. Unfortunately, his dad was killed. And I still don't understand how they got out of that house alive, because it had been basically crushed.
Yeah, but again, trying to see both sides. There will be Russians that have lost their home because they're not in. So yeah,
it's the innocents that are getting hurt.
This is what we're trying to say, guys. It's not like we're saying if you are Russian that you look at Germany, and again, this just shows people don't listen to history. How many Germans were brainwashed to think, especially the kids, you know, in Hitler's youth, to think that this is the right thing to be, you know. It's
anyway, let's not go back on
this is anyway, sorry guys.
Jake, I have just shown Grace that Jake is building his petrol station.
You didn't actually show me it.
Did I not show you?
No, you didn't. You just said he's building it, and you didn't actually show me it.
You have a look at that.
Oh, he's building it better than me then.
And now for the school run, so let's see if I can make that smooth transition from laptop to phone and listen on school run. No worries, mate. Not a problem.
We get that you make
Ukraine is the best. It's central country for mail order Russian brides, and that's why Russia wants it back for revenue. Yeah, that's looking really nice, Jake. And straighter than Grace's.
Yes, probably. So again, this is now for my wall. So again, because it's 3 cards thick, I am going to hold it there for a minute or two just to make sure while I get the other bits that I need for it. Well, he's been playing all morning, so of course he's tired.
Oh. Gav says there are always two sides to an argument, but if one else says, or there is always two sides to an argument, but if one is a woman, no offence, Grace, there is no argument. No comment. I'm sitting too close to Grace to comment. Sorry. Dan says, "Yep, went smoothly to phone. Now see how smooth it is on the road." Alan's Hillside Model Railway in the house.
Hi, Alan, darling.
Hope you're keeping well, buddy.
Right, what is it I need?
What you doing?
Trying to think of the next bit that needs to go onto that.
I don't know. If you don't know, I'm stuffed.
I've just got to find it. That's the problem. I always struggle to find them. It doesn't tell you.
Welcome
which
to
sheet
the
it is. House of Fun.
The daytime stream of Grace's. This one's on because we're working tomorrow. Won't be back till late. So we're doing a daytime one today instead. And Simon Jensen of SJ TRAINWORLD is sitting in our spot tomorrow night. He's supposed to be on Wednesday evenings, but he's very kindly offered to fill in for us tomorrow night, so you guys have got something to watch.
And we can't do Wednesday, unfortunately, because it's a pre-book shift that was before then. So...
What's the kisses for, madam?
Yeah. Oh, this is a bit I hate, finding the bits I need. Bear with me, guys, I'm finding the bits that I need.
Alex, show season here when I want to put out, because it's annoying me. The last one is blurring. Let's see, just check he hasn't emailed.
Who?
Jake.
I'm building flat roof. I'm building support.
Microphone.
Are they the bits that I need? I will need them in a second, so I might as well cut them
Gav
off.
says we'll watch Alternative tomorrow. Thanks for saying. No worries, mate. We're all there to support each other. Simon did his first live last week. He is building, in case anybody didn't know, he's building, and others, 20 odd others.
24, 25.
25 people are building a huge railway, which is over 300 yards long, if I remember. Over that.
I don't know.
Underneath, in a school basement, I believe. And he was showing the layout on the Any Rails program, I think it was last week. So yeah, please show your support, drop in, have a chat with him. He's an amazing guy. And I really, really wish him and the others all the best. Alex, I liked it though. It was a really good stream. We chatted to him privately afterwards, and he's very much like us, doesn't like compliments and everything. But it really was an amazing stream. And if anybody's aware of Bob Ross, the painter from the 80s and 90s,
He had that kind of voice.
Simon's voice is just so relaxing, and it brings you into it. Alan said start laying track next week. Awesome, mate.
Oh, lovely.
Hopefully you're going to record it as well and share it with the world.
And I hope, unlike us, choose the right bridge so you don't end up losing your line.
Yeah, don't buy the Hornby Bridge. Don't buy the Hornby Bridge, which we need to sort out.
Yes.
Mav, did Simon have a little tree? No, I think his first stream was all based on, well, he didn't appear on it at all, nothing appeared. He only had Any Rails with him in the background. That's
Oh, and
all.
a purple line. He did even comment. He was like, Grace, it's purple.
No, no, nothing there. Speaking of which, I should start getting that rendered, shouldn't I?
Are we going to post tomorrow, the update tomorrow, because we're not doing a live stream? Should we do it tomorrow? That way people will have something of ours tomorrow.
We can do. What does everybody think? We normally have our weekday updates on the Wednesday. Does anybody want? Well, we don't want to disrupt Simon's stream, so if we did, we'll release it at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, do you want our usual update out on Wednesday to come out tomorrow evening instead?
It used to be Tuesdays, didn't it? And then we thought,
No,
well,
it's
what?
never been Tuesday.
Yes. It used to be Tuesdays, didn't it? Because, unlike Saturdays, we moved to Sunday because of the lives.
Oh yeah, Bob Ross things. Always. Yes, I'm with you now, Mav. Yeah. Always had his little tree in it. Yeah. My dad, before he went to the care home, he loved Bob Ross.
Oh, your mum puts it on as well, doesn't she?
Happy Little Tree. That was it.
They were never long enough though, were they?
He always had the Happy Little Tree.
Yeah. They were never long enough. They should have done like multiple, I think.
Chandwell is another brilliant Engage channel I've seen too. Great tutorials on using Inkscape software, worth a watch. Alex, you have a delivery set for the 2nd of next month that goes with your update. You mean the update that we're thinking of releasing tomorrow night? Alex, really, you don't have to, mate. You know, it's he's sending another gift out. Thank you so much, my friend. It's beyond appreciated. Again,
What's on the update?
I can't remember. I'll have a look in a minute. Again, that's the second thing that's been mentioned today. We've already had an amazing donation of Gavin Pry. And now Alex again. We do appreciate the support of everybody, whether it's financial, gifts, second-hand or first-hand or anything like that. Hints, tips and tricks. Don't feel you're forced to do it. We love you guys, genuinely love you guys for the support you give us. Everybody looks out for Grace, and I really like you guys for that, because you don't let anybody get at her.
Where's your ball then?
It's not a gift. Okay, now I am confused.
Ah.
Delivery set from the section. Okay. I guess we'll have to wait to find out what it is then. I am confused.
Delivery set for 2nd. No, unless you've set something for the 2nd on YouTube, I'm not sure. Unless you've said it wrong. So again, now this is thick as well, so I am just going to leave this for a couple of minutes.
Jake says it's no one comes at our family, and he shouted that in capital letters. Well said, buddy. And we are a family.
Who's coming out of family? Oh, unless he was...
Strange, dysfunctional, loved family. End of story. Drop 68, is that a new one for you?
Yes, it is. How well do the curtains stand up in humidity? Seems to be pretty well. The other thing we get told is to coat it in matte varnish. That's another way to protect it. But I've not seen your name before. Are you new to our channel, lovely? And do you have a name that you'd like to share? I will add you to my list of names, just so I can address you by your name.
I mean, I'm not charging you, but you remember the video, the update video. What are we? I'm looking at that now, mate, because I'm just editing that one to go. No.
No, it's what he would have watched, so it's coming out tomorrow.
I'm looking at the wrong one.
You're looking at the episode.
I'm looking at the weekend's episode, because I'm special.
You're very special. Robin Grace, enjoy the surprise and should open it on a video or live. I'm getting confused here. Has Jake said something now?
That's public. Unlisted. Right, let me watch this for a second. I want to try and get... because I know Alex is going to tease the heck out of us.
What did you say in the video? Attached to my name. Sorry, I thought you would have got it. Well, we always say hot pants, but... yes, I'm new. My name is Don. I am...
Chicago. Smart.
Ah, hi, buddy. Very
Awesome.
big welcome. Let's see. I think doing the day stream every now and then is not a bad thing, because it's...
We were talking about Chicago the other day, weren't we?
Have you seen any of our videos before, lovely? Or is it just new to the channel completely? First live? It's always lovely to have new people join in. Welcome to our dysfunctional family.
And Robert Cecile.
Huh?
Robert Cecile.
This is sick. Good morning, Grace. Robert, you've been on before, haven't you, darling? Rob's now made me question myself. I'm sure he has. Has he? I think he has.
Alex is going to tease the hell out of us. Jake, no, let's go. Let's roll back. Jake says you will find out. Okay. I think everybody's trying to tease us today. Alex says, just in case you wanted to put the video back a bit if there is an issue when to release the video. No, the one you've had preview to as a Patreon, Alex. We normally put that out on a Wednesday, the update. But because we're not going to be around, Grace was wondering if everybody wanted to see it tomorrow instead.
This list is getting fuller and fuller just for a day stream. Lovely.
Good morning, Grace and Robin, everybody in the chat. I've never had a problem with cardstock buildings. Alex, I've Facebook messaged you. Check that in a second.
Robert has been here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Rob's such a good name, isn't it? It's, you know, only the best people are called Robert. They really are.
You're Robert when you're in trouble.
This is very true. Jake says, with what I'm sending you.
So Jake's sending us something. I'm getting confused here.
Drop says, I started watching about 2 weeks ago. I'm dysfunctional for sure.
Don.
In that case, Don, you fit in perfectly. We are all dysfunctional. You have just missed someone literally being booted out for calling us Nazis.
Not often, but
We do not. We are very weird.
I need
we
that.
prefer people that aren't easily offended because some of our evening lives can be a bit colourful. Not offensive, but they can be colourful.
non-PC.
But we're sure as hell not putting up with people saying the word Nazi. End of story. So yes, you are very welcome because you're dysfunctional. I'm confused as hell. Right, anyway. Alex has messaged us.
It's usually me that gets confused. Why are you taking my job?
Because I've got a brain injury.
I don't even have a brain.
This is very true.
Then
There we go. You can't have a brain injury then, can you? If we only had a brain.
So that's gonna be
The Scotsman.
that's gonna be that.
Oh, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Sorry, just bear with. I'm trying to load up Messenger on. Jake sent the video. We haven't read that. Order some product based.
That's a bit tight. I've got that in my head now.
Order some. I'm not going to read this out because this is concerning Shopwise. So he's ordered some product based on pictures and hope you will like. So it's like samples.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, nice one. Thank you so much, Alex. Yeah, I've got that stuck in my head now.
I do. I'm got it going through my head.
Thank you, Jake.
Had a brain.
Grace, pop it in on an angle, then carefully.
Yeah,
push it down.
he's just seen me fiddling around with the door because it fits into the door, but I'm just letting things hold in place before I carry on.
I was wondering what he
Thank
wanted
you.
to pop it in on an angle and carefully push down because that sounds awfully painful to me. Not pushing anything down of mine. Gav says, you'll fit in perfectly. This is very true. We like weird.
I like the name Ron anyway.
Richard says, ooh. Don says, do you guys have any other hobbies? Believe it or not,
Expensive ones.
we work together on the ambulance. We build a model railway together. We're both professional photographers that do weddings and things like that and work with the emergency services. And we do our photography, which we haven't for a while, granted. We do our photography for ourselves. But it's like I think I was talking to you, wasn't I, Alex? That Grace and I just needed a day up in the mountains. Because I was telling Alex about, because he was asking about the 360 camera.
We've not even had a date.
And I said to him that, you know, we like going out into the mountains and shooting the ruins and things like that.
We've not even had a date in God knows how long. On one of the lives you mentioned about we should start going out for a date once a month. And with everything going on with the families, we've just not had a chance to have any hobbies really. Because with everything going on, unfortunately, the only downside to our work is it's a 0 hours. So, unfortunately, it can be hit and miss. And then when you're ill, that affects things as well. Which, again, is why we don't have a steady income into the layout. So again, that's why we support, you know, we thank you guys so much with that.
Don't, Morgan. Alex was going to book us for a photo shoot. That could work out expensive at £85 an hour.
Oh, is that in the update?
What?
Yeah, I've just seen what's in it now. I'm glad.
What?
What was playing next door? Well, across the road.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. You're a diamond, Jake. Thank you so much, my friend. Richard said, yeah, our other hobbies are allotment. I post videos of work on our allotment on the Hillcrest channel too. Good. Morning, Gavin and Grace and Rob. Thank you for what you do. You are more than welcome, and thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for joining the lives. It is genuinely, genuinely appreciated. It's not an old cliche. We genuinely love you guys. Yeah. And when I'm not around, as I wasn't the other day with Grace's live, because I couldn't because of my chest, I knew she was safe because you guys look out for it.
Oh, and the thing as well, you know, guys, all this, like, patrons and that, we are trying to give back to you. I know for ages we've said we need to do a competition, and we do, we really do, and we feel awful that we haven't yet. But hopefully with something in the works, our first one could be that as a, just the first one.
What are you talking about? I lost you. Drink. What about it?
If they go out, that could be the first giveaway one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll chat afterwards.
Right. But, you know, so we do want to give back, but also patrons and members, what we have started doing as a thank you is previews of what we're doing during the week. So top tier patrons and members.
Can I interrupt? We're running out of comments here, Grace. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No, Alex said, I told you they don't do that sort of photo shoot. Believe it or not, Mav, I used to do boudoir shooting. I have done a couple of nude shoots of women for their other halves. Richard said, I went for a job model shop and by Backman in Hinckley, that was 0 hours too. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it?
It's hard on 0
Lee's
hours.
back. Alex says, does that include the 6 hours drive here and back? Funny enough, we're not down your way, but we're down London tomorrow. Didn't get that job either, Richard. Not good. Gav says, one of my hobbies is watching YouTube of people doing my hobby. Learn so much. Plus the entertainment from Rob and Grace is priceless. And the support from yourself is priceless. Jake, what you need a date? Put the trains down and go for a date. Yeah.
Finances as well don't help with that one. That was 0 hours.
We've written 2024 off, mate. We really have.
Because obviously with everything going on, we've not been able to work as much either, and then us being ill, so it all kind of flows into one, really.
Alex Page, I am working on something for the Patreon thing for you, no worries. And in case anybody's confused on that, Alex, we're working with Alex to create a shop. Hopefully better quality stuff, cheaper than the stupid YouTube store, and things that you want, like the mugs that Alex created.
Because I know quite a few people are interested in those
Winner, chicken dinner. Just been gifted a machine that sells sweets. A way to pop the locks and money and the sweets inside. Naughty. Alex says, Mav, you're not gonna do a pose for me. Tally Talbot. Hello, big guy. Hi, guys. A big hello from me in Amsterdam. Awesome.
Oh, we got someone new again. No, has Tally commented on our videos before?
I can't remember. Wayne Model Builders, shout out to me, please. Can someone please put Wayne Model Builders link in the description? As always, share links. We love sharing links for other people, giving them support as well. Dan says, so my next model is sponsored by anyone who has paid to do the machine before it came into my possession. Watch out, Dan, the Rosses are going to knock your door.
So
Lee said, I've been it from start, but editing video to put out today. No worries, mate. We're actually trying to get ahead with our videos. Currently, we're about 6 days ahead, I think it is. I'm just finishing rendering Saturday's episode.
Well, that isn't 6 days, then, is it? It's 5, isn't it? Oh, I don't even know what day we're on anymore.
Jake says, I'm definitely having yous at the wedding when it comes to Rob and Grace.
Wait, where does that go where?
Mav says, have you got an ultra widescreen lens? Is it that big, mate? You know what they say about boasting? Jake says, I'm starting a cut business so I can help if you like. Not 100% sure the way I'm leaving it in. Alex is very, very intelligent when it comes to business stuff.
But it is something we can maybe chat about.
We can chat about, yes, certainly will.
Because obviously that's supporting another local business in a way, isn't it, if we can?
Oh, hell yeah. Lee says he's ahead with his videos too.
Yeah, when we got behind, we thought we...
Drup says, my other hobbies are reenacting photography, costume reenactors and travel. Awesome.
Oh, cool.
So like taking photographs of people in old style clothing and stuff, you mean? That's pretty cool.
Right, so I need to build that and get the floor in. I can hear the crickets again.
Crickets?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Can you not hear the crickets outside?
No. Genuinely?
Yes.
That's the birds, you wally.
No, there is crickets. I've even seen them out there. They're sending your ear on in the grass.
What's birds?
Go out there and you will see the crickets.
Nope, I'm getting the look, guys. There he is doing that.
Oh, Jesus.
Why does that come on? Stupid.
Blinded by the light.
Domestics. Oh, wait, Gav. It's always domestics here.
I thought you guys liked it for the entertainment factor. This is going to be interesting. It's a bit unsteady till it's all glued together, I think.
Sorry, I'm just reading a message.
There we go. Thank you for that, Richard. It's the same as the garage, isn't it? Not garage, the mainline station. You've got to put the stairs in at a slight angle. What it is I thought it needed to go right to the edge, but it isn't. It's... Oh, that moved.
Richard says, blimey, that model's got thick walls, won't pull down many times.
No.
Richard, you must have this particular one. You've got, I think you have 98% of the Metcalf kits that have been ever ordered and sent out. Everybody just jump on Hillcrest Holt's page.
Engage.
Well, not right now, later obviously. Don't go out the channel, please. Scroll down, you'll see a video, and the amount of Metcalf kits he's got is nuts. He really does need psychiatric help and goes to Metcalf Anonymous or something.
And we thought I was bad.
Andy's saying, gotta walk the doggy. Later, folks. Catch you later, buddy. Don. I'll have a quick look for that. Make sure I'm on the right profile. No, I'm not.
I hate that thing with Facebook. It has to be profiles.
Done.
So what I'm going to do this side, guys, is as well put that glue down the edge. I didn't obviously on that one, but I will make sure it's this. Then at least one side is glued both ways.
Drop 68. Drop an actual link in here if you can, buddy. Alex is off. Right, I'm off. We'll get in touch. Mysterious Mechanic 24. I've got an engage. Yeah, but you've still got an issue. You really do have an issue. You've got way too many kits there, mate.
Colgate, mate.
Alex has been great today. Have a daytime live stream. Hillcrest agrees he does have a problem.
Yeah, we did say that we'd try and do another day stream. We just obviously hadn't got round to it. So hopefully, as things settle, maybe. I think because we've done our Tuesday, maybe we'll do bonus streams on the day. I don't know.
Or just random ones that just happen.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Just bonus ones.
Mysterious Mechanic message me on Facebook. Alex Jory, Jake Anthony with a Scotsman pick. Hillcrest Hall. I've got to figure out how to get my YouTube channel set as a page on Facebook. You should be able to in the about area, I think.
I tend to do it automatically now as well.
Dan, shop that sells images of magnets of Grace's mountains. It's just Slate Mountain, not the ones everyone, not the ones everyone wants to see. Yeah, the ones that everybody's never going to see apart from me.
Oh, we can say everyone got a preview.
Yeah. You had a preview on a live. What more do you want? That's about as much as you're seeing, guys.
Hey, you're not seeing the actual one. Pushing down with an earbud. No, what it was actually is I did have a bit of glue. I know it's not going to be seen, but I like to be tidy. I suppose it's pushed it down as well. But that was actually to catch glue that had... And now I'm trying to weigh it down a bit because obviously before building's together, again, rocket glue does dry quick, but sometimes you need that extra bit of weight just to support it.
Oh, cool.
And then I've got to do the support bit in a second. Oh, wow. I like it a lot.
That's what Jake's just said.
I like it a lot.
That's cool, that is, isn't it? Thank you, Jake. I hate to say that, but Grace's mountains on my 55-inch TV was scary.
Everyone was such gentlemen about it, though. That's what warmed my heart.
What would you do with those mountains that are 55 inches wide?
Choke.
Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die.
Yeah, I've seen that one somewhere.
Oh, Jake says he's got the hoodie on.
No.
We don't like Jake, do we?
I want that hoodie. I want it.
All we need to do is find out where he lives, go there, just beat him up and take all his Doctor Who stuff.
No.
Jake has got some seriously impressive Doctor Who stuff.
I've just seen that.
Gavin said it was a valley between that really scared me. You'd have to tie a plank to your back end, wouldn't you, so you didn't fall in?
Right, where's...
They're valleys in mountains in Wales, though. I don't know if you missed that live. It was quite a while back now. Grace was doing some ballasting and she had the camera positioned so she could lean over and do the ballasting. But she ended up showing rather a lot of cleavage.
Yes, it was summer, wasn't it? So I only had a
summer dress on.
No, it wasn't my dress, it was the top. That's why I didn't even think about it.
55-inch boobies.
And everyone was like, Grace, your mountains are showing.
Gavin says a very long tow rope to the ankle. It's probably not a bad idea as well.
So what we've also got for this final bit of building.
Richard said, which video was that? We can't remember.
It was one of the lives where I was doing, it would have been line side live. And I was doing ballasting. I couldn't tell. I think I was wearing a black top. That means everyone's going to go and find it.
Yeah,
now,
everybody's going to go look for it now, aren't they? And Gavin's going to go back to it with his 55-inch telly and press pause.
Right, I tell you what, guys, you can go back and watch it as long as you watch the adverts for us.
Yeah.
Don't skip the adverts.
And someone screenshot it as well. 55 inches wide.
Yeah, as long as my mountains looked okay on it.
Richard said, I'm sure I'll find it. We've got another Jeff. But no, in fairness, and with major respect to the people that night, someone actually commented.
Was it Gavin, actually?
I can't remember who it was. Someone actually commented and mentioned that Grace was showing a little bit too much.
Gavin or
There was
Paul.
nothing rude there. There was no nipple there or anything like that. But
It was a long way down.
yeah, but everybody jumped on and mentioned it so Grace could adjust herself.
Should make a way for me to come and live with you. Well, we do need to sort it out some point. Again, it's one of those on the list.
Yeah. We need to speak with Jason. Jason's offered to help us with that.
Yes, we've still not done it, have we? Glazing, right, so which sheet do I need now?
Vest, Jake said it was a vest. Gavin says, not me, I was just enjoying. Yeah, I'll bet. No complaints from the viewers. Vest top on, Jake said, and it was white. Mav said, wasn't that the first live stream I caught?
Might have been, Mav. Because that was the thing, and I did appreciate the honesty. I know a few when they first see our channel think,
you went and did it again, didn't you? On the same line?
Yeah, I think so. You know, some people worried that what I dressed in and, you know, was that Rob forcing me. But I think people have realised as time goes on, you know, I just wear what I wear. And right now, sorry, it's cold. No mountains. Oh, that is weird. That one's down there. Oh, that's got that, that way. Alright, so just doing our roofs here. Oh, RG1 and RG2. Yeah, that's white. It's there. The only ones I haven't cut out. bear with me guys while I get these glazings cut out. I know it might go off of view for a minute because I obviously need to line it up. Rob's popped out as well, so if I miss any comments for a minute, I do apologise. This is obviously for thicker glazing again, so like people have said, score the glazing, and that helps it with sticking. And the great thing is you score it, you bend it, and then it will snap off as well. That's the other tip they give you. So it also saves your blades. Once I've done this, I might flip it for a little bit to actually talk to you guys. I didn't do that much on the last live stream, I noticed. I need to talk to Jason, it was a strange thing. Well, I think it was why. Jake, you mean you noticed more than the mountains? I use scissors on my windows, as you'll see in my video. Okay. My worry with scissors is I find when I cut, I'm not that accurate. So that's why I prefer this method. But again, it's each their own, isn't it? I just find when I cut, it goes a bit skew with. So I prefer the blade and the ruler. Because it's not in all the kits. Obviously, some of these, if you miss, you know, don't get it lined up, it's not so bad. But some of them, it just literally slots by the window. So if you don't get it cut where you need to, it makes it a bit harder for filling in. You doing, Morgs, baby? Hey. No, not your ball. Oh dear. He's definitely in a playful mood today. Known as Timber Notice, actually, funnily enough. RG is on the windows. I didn't see the watermelons. All I saw was everyone saying, Grace, your melons are out. It's mountains, not melons. That's Ron, isn't it? What drew me to the channel was Grace mentioning a naughty chair. Well, there's always a naughty chair here for people. I like my naughty corner. I do. But again, it's just, you know, just being ourselves, and I need a better knife too for windows. You can actually get these from craft shops. I know Rudland Models. So I wish you'd actually mentioned it when we saw you the other day, because Rudland Models actually sell these as well. I don't know online about postage and that, so whether they can send them, but check Rudland Models online, maybe see if they've got them in. It's for Swan Motion, and then you get a pack of blades. And again, maybe check online as well. This one's never steered me wrong. You can obviously get different ones. There's a shopping plan did know that just does a load of blades, so that could work as well. But I find this is like nice, like you're using a pencil or whatever to actually use it, so it's a lot easier than some of like the chunky ones and the what are they called? You put the blade inside it. Oh, what are they called? I can't think of the blades. The ones that people use in making construction, basic building stuff as well. Available online, eBay. Exactly. Thank you, Timber. So anyway, I'm gonna get these glued in. This will be using the glaze and glue. Now this only has the lines on one side, so be careful when you're doing that, because it goes at the top, that bit of glazing.
Sorry, Mum's back.
And I bend it. Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Did you go on a machine yesterday, or did you forget?
I don't know. Where are you, comment-wise?
Past Timbers. Stanley knife, yes, that's the word I was looking for.
Where are you? Oh, down here. Exactly, yeah, it's also called an X-Acto knife.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So the glaze and glue does come with this little applicator as well. My dad, when I'd lost mine, actually bought me replacement lids, and that came with the spare one. I think I've lost one, however, because that definitely ain't new.
Well, we'll have to go back and find that link of Timber for the...
Yes, because
the
you need to
ones.
order ones for V.
Yeah.
They'd probably work for this as well. But yeah, I am converted to these products, glaze and glue and everything as well.
Stephen Stockley, is that a new member?
Stephen Stockley, Swan Motion number 3, handled with 10A blades, non-sterile, same kit that surgeons use. Yeah, Stephen, have you been on our lives before, darling? I don't recognise your channel unless you're on a different channel. Oh, need a link sharing for that glue nozzle. Timber, if you have it to hand and fancy sharing it, if you wouldn't mind, please, darling. I know you are pottering around doing other bits, so if you can't, not a problem. And then a way I like to get the glazing is actually look at it from above. And that tends to get me a bit more accurate as well. Saying that as it just moved. Oh, I didn't score it. I didn't score it. That's what I didn't do. Oh, yeah. Score your thicker ones. That's why it wasn't going as well. I knew I'd missed something.
Where are we? I got mine from eBay. Always preferred a proper scalpel. Benefits of work, eh, Grace? No, to be fair, we've got a friend who does some stuff, and he's given us a load of scalpels and a couple of handles.
Blades.
I'm not sure what blades they are like.
10A.
10A.
Someone's just put what they are.
It's not coming up with the link. Yeah, I think it was Timber that shared the link. But if you can find, they're applicators with a really, really thin, long nozzle.
And you just cut them away until they're too short, but the price you pay for them as well. If they get blocked up, you can literally just replace it.
Stephen says he's watched but not commented, which is absolutely fine. We don't mind the stalkers.
That's not a problem, but it's lovely for you to comment, for us to say hello.
Alex says, cheers, it's good time if we're doing a live. I've got a bit boring. I got a boring bit of studying. Make a nice break every now and then. Oh, you're welcome, Budley. Budley? Buddy.
Buddy.
Jesus, how much have I had to drink? Steve says, used to work in art college and then had to order these scalpels all the time. They used to be nickel plated and the blade went on easier. Oh, cool.
Oh, interesting.
Timber said, just put Super CA glue micro nozzle tip in Amazon and eBay. Okay, I'll have a look now, mate, and I'll see if I can get Amazonia. No, that didn't work. Try that again. Right, what's his? Come on, search box. Super CA glue micro nozzle. Oh yes, got them straight away. Copy the link. Go to the tube of you and put the link in there.
Obviously,
So
you
took my advice about nozzles, Rob. Yeah, we just forgot all about them, but Grace is realising that we do need to get them, so I'm going to stick that in the old...
well, it's in your basket anyway. You just haven't ordered it yet, I don't think.
Drup says, I have to go now. Enjoyed this. Left my Facebook page link earlier. Blessed be. You're welcome, my friend.
Ron, take care, darling. I don't even remember the name because it's my granddad's name, isn't it?
Okay. So I'll put the link there for one of them, that you'll probably find different ones cheaper or better, I don't know. Mav, hi Stephen Stockley, welcome to the asylum. Please check your sanity at the door and Nursey Grace will look after you.
Well, does he want Nurse or Nurse Ratchet?
Timber Surf says, eBay links are too long to post, plus you need to select the best price and feedback. Exactly. And that's something we always check, isn't it, Grace? We always go straight to the feedback at the bottom.
Yeah, you just don't check the sizes of things.
No, I just don't check the sizes, do I? But yeah, always look at the feedback, like Timber says, because it's that link I've put was the one right at the top, and it's a sponsored one, but that's what you need to look for.
And occasionally as well, if you do go over with the glazing, you can just cut it out once it's glued on.
Says, cheers Rob, not a problem, buddy. Don't just go for that one That's a picture for you to search for some more. That was just the sponsored one at the top.
We made a lot of mistakes at first, all Amazon for everything train related, didn't we?
Dan says, bored at 20 mile an hour on the school run. Stephen says, thanks for the shout out. Is it like Hotel California in that you can check out anytime but never leave?
Exactly.
Exactly. And the rule in our live streams is, someone said it, we are a very, very dysfunctional family. We look out for each other, we support each other, we help each other with hints and tips, share links and everything. Some of the evening streams that you may come on, you might find well, not slightly weird, completely weird.
Non-PC.
We hope people aren't easily offended. We do get a bit near the knuckle sometimes. And I will repeat myself, we did have someone earlier on in the stream that was immediately removed who called us Nazis. We won't have any sort of insults and name calling unless they're said in jest. Richard says, I'm trying not to use Amazon now. I don't have Prime anymore. Delivery charge is ridiculous. Yeah, I agree with you. Shop around. That is just a link. You may and probably will find it cheaper elsewhere. Let's have a look. 100, 89, 200.
I need to move this for a second because I can't. Sorry, guys. Need to get my head in my way.
97 feedback. 100, that's more like it. Let's have a look at the feedback on this one. I found one that's got some good reviews.
Oh, you're looking at to maybe post a link yourself.
Yeah, I can't read German or translate.
No, you can translate.
Very good product value for money. Very good, precise, learning possible. Right, I'll just share this link. This seems a better job, eh?
I'll let those sit for a minute before I move them around.
That's another one I found. Richard, I found some plugs on eBay that fit nicely in just plug lighting modules. Alex says, weird and brilliant and totally politically correct as you're all being nice and friendly. It's only when people says it's a joke when it ain't, like Rick Gervais and his jokes. Exactly. If you don't like it, I didn't lose the plot earlier. It did make me angry, but I don't like people saying that they're right and everybody else is wrong.
But that's a woman.
Richard
right,
said
you're right.
50 for £7. Jake says, Alex, could you please look at your email? Dano, thought you guys were on vacation and hadn't seen you on my feed for a while. Missed you, love your accent. Oh, sorry.
No.
Oh, 2 seconds. Ruby's off. Ruby, thank you very much, darling. You take care. Thank you for joining us and hopefully see you again soon, sweetheart.
Grab this and then flip it. So Dano, have you been on our lives before though? Because I don't recognise your name on my lives. I understand obviously with us doing a day stream before, but there has also been issues with notifications, but also YouTube unsubscribing people. So we found even channels we've always interacted with, suddenly we're unsubscribed. So always checking if you haven't seen videos, definitely always check if you're still subscribed to someone.
Yeah, check your subscriptions for us.
Gavin's in trouble.
Check your subscription for us. It might be switched off, mate. Alex says, I mean, not everyone is right all the time. I mean, everyone apart from me, of course. Yeah, you dream on, dude.
No, Alex, me, I'm a woman.
Yeah, Ruby will back you up.
Ruby's gone and stuff.
Gavin Fry, just for new members, Grace's scream moment. Oh, I've got to click on this. I've got to click on this.
Yeah, but you can't play it, can you? He's doing that replay, that short that you did when I screamed when your mum jumped me out my skin. Don't play it because we're not, are we today? My sandbag a lot will say hi more. Ah, no worries, Dan. We do appreciate there are people that are in the stream and don't necessarily say hello. That is not a problem, obviously, if people don't want to. But it is nice for people to say hello, for us to say hello back.
Yeah, we don't mind stalkers.
Which I really should say hello more to our viewers that are watching but aren't commenting. That is something I don't say.
Jason, the scream. Yeah. Like Grace says, we can't play it on here. We're trying to keep this day stream a lot cleaner than the night ones. But Grace did lose the plot. scroll through the video, you will find it, as long as you don't find swear words offensive, because Grace literally
said the worst word possible, really.
said the worst word possible, and she probably filled her underwear with poo.
And that's why I wore the brown pants.
Jason, I need to message you at some point. Yeah, we don't mind people just watching. If you are just watching and you want to say hello, you're more than welcome to. If you don't want to, that's absolutely fine too.
What did I need to talk? Oh, Jason, remind me after the stream, members, because I need to ask you something, buddy. I keep forgetting to ask you. So I do need to catch you if you're free after when we finish to have a chat. Well, it'll be after tea, but if you're around this evening, how do you cope with Halloween? I'm fine with Halloween. I just wasn't expecting her sitting there. It's that kind of thing when you're there dark at night, isn't it? That's when it catches you out.
That was the stuff of legend, that was.
My mum, however, she jumped for nothing. Do you remember when she was in the car and you did the horn?
Marin, absolutely fantastic to see you. We were talking about you yesterday or the day before. Are you keeping all right? We have missed you on the streams. Genuinely, as long as you're keeping okay. But absolutely great to see you. And Grace has stopped talking.
I was breathing. Would you rather I didn't?
Would I rather you didn't breathe?
Answer that very carefully now, dear. I'm sure these guys will fill me in and do the patio instead.
Right. Do you want an honest answer or do you just want a praising answer?
Do you want me answer that is safest for you?
No. Ask.
Do you
answer
that is safest for you?
Do I want you to breathe?
What is the safest answer, Rob?
Pull back an inch.
Just watch her scream. Yeah, we're going to flip it for a little bit. The only thing I'm going to probably do when we flips it is just get this glued on at the top, because that's practically done then. So I'm just going to fill that. You've got the lintels to do and the bit at the side, but that can be done while you're actually seeing our faces as well.
Ow.
Oh, Jesus. There's a chair there.
There's a chair there. So,
okay. Dog.
Yeah, Richard, that screen was the stuff of legends. It really was.
Oh, she caught me good on that. She did. Why have you put it so close to my face? They don't want to see my nose. Sorry, guys. My eyes are really blue today, aren't they?
You have to excuse me. I'm eating some of Alex's sweeties.
Yep.
Because Alex sent me a gift.
Oh, it was awesome.
That it's one of those grabber things. 2 seconds.
And Rob had a lot going on. He sent it just as a way to go, let's cheer you up. Love the 90s hairstyle. He still hasn't gone and got it recut. But that is the plan at some point.
Where's the coins?
It should be in the bowl behind.
Bowl.
Don't tell him you've lost them.
Well, no, there's a lot of coins. Oh, I've got it.
I'm going to say I put them in the pot because I know you'd lose them otherwise.
Oh, no, I just switch it on.
At the back.
At the back.
I, of course, had a test before I even gave it to Rob. I had to.
So, Alex sent this secretly to Grace. And you put the coin in. There. And you can move it left and right, forwards and backwards.
Up and down.
But you can't see it. How cool is that? That is just awesome. That's like one of my favourite things in the shed.
Not me.
Rob loves the 90s hairstyle. You know me so well, Jace. Alex Page, yeah, you needed cheering up. It was diamond, mate, and it was just the right time. We were going through so much crap, weren't we?
Yes.
He did send Grace a gift as well, to be fair. He sent Grace's gift to me in secret, and then he sent my gift to Grace in secret.
But named you on the list. That was a funny thing, though. He put you on the...
Marin, doing well, thanks Rob and Grace. Hope you're both okay too. I just got back from a bike ride, really tested the old knees in the wind. Oof, not good, not good. Keep it like that, it suits you. I'm going back, I am going to get a, there's a Turkish barber's in Bangor and he did an amazing job at the cut. So I'm going to go back, get it cut again, and then I'm re-dyeing it. Dan says, Rob, remember, don't annoy Grace, she holds the scalpel. With applicable risk, she can change your religion. Might be a bit late for that.
Now everyone's going to be like, what's he on about?
I got burnt as a child. Accidentally, I will say. I was a very little Rob. And I managed to pour hot jelly all down the front. And the rest you can imagine. Alex Page, she filled it up, batteries in it, that sort of thing. Yeah, Grace set it all up and then...
I had to go first. I had to make sure it was working.
Well, that's law, isn't it?
Exactly.
These electronic toys, you've got to test them. Marion, lost a fortune in old pennies on them when I was a kid. Yeah, but it was so much fun, wasn't it?
Well, you can still, some of the old arcades, you can still go and play pennies.
Dan says, I have a tube tower now full of sweets if you're a sweet monster. Oh, hell yes. I don't do chocolate very much. I like I like crisps and things. But I like sweets. But we've got... What Alex did, I still don't understand to this day. Obviously chatting with Grace about things, but I love the old sweets. And there was sherbet dip dabs, black jags, and everything like that, and it was brilliant. Alex, I wanted to give back. I know at parts like you I've been a bit depressed, and sometimes there are things in life I want to fix but can't. And watching you stream and other things are great. Alex, if we can be there for you, the same as you're there for us, anyone, we're always here to chat. Life's tough, we know it is. Alex, we understand the stuff that you go through, so we appreciate you as well, mate. Richard, my missus loved the TP machines in the arcades at the Hayden holiday camps.
I love them.
What's the ouch for? Dan said ouch, and now Jake has said ouch.
Oh, sorry guys, low battery. I need to put that on charge now. Let's move the charger.
Yeah, Dan and Jake, explain the ouches. What have I missed? Marin, an old penny will probably equal 10 quid these days. Yeah, I can remember halfpenny sweets.
I'm sure they put two. They shouldn't have put two in. They put an extra sheet in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll keep it in case anybody wants an extra sheet.
No, I know. I have accidentally obviously used one because I cut through not realising.
Oh, I know what they're going. Yeah, they're going ouch because of what I said about my accident. That's what they meant.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thankfully I was too young to remember it. Basically. Dan says, I cut my big toe for the wooden bench when I was 4. It was one of those 1980s dining sets with the tile tops and bench over and tip over and tip them up. They saved it, set it back on and skin graft. There was nothing to save. Thankfully, I've got no marks here on the chest. But let's put it this way, I am not Jewish. But you know what I mean. Jake says, show us the layout, please, as the missus wants to see it. Can I...
Yeah, it's not on my Wi-Fi, so...
Okay,
it just might come up with the...
battery warning.
Hold on. Okay. I'll read it on your one, actually.
Yeah. Right, so a quick run through with this. Oh, does help. How do you switch this? So that is Gracious Mountains, not those ones. That is actually going over there in the corner. This area here...
Little sneak preview, that.
...is going to be a farm. That comes down to the town. Now we're going unusual, rule number 1. Our maintenance depot is actually going to be under a mountain or a hill. So, not right, possibly. But that's our choice. We have this lovely windmill, which I think goes round and round, given by Roger Windsor. So yeah, go from the town, round, past the mountain. Grace's Mountain will be up there. Where this all messes, you can see here, going through there. There'll be a river going through there, and currently, which is outside, is the viaduct that's been sprayed in matte varnish. And then when you go across here, we have a church on top, low power mode.
Yeah.
We have a church up on top there. This area here, this is actually Grace's farm, stud farm, where she'll have 31 horses. But the area underneath it is going to be parking and everything, visitor centre for our heritage line underneath, which includes this 60-year-old lady and her carriages. So yeah, if I can do like a wide shot maybe. So that's the layout in total, roughly. We were given
We do try.
a little hint by one of our patrons. They actually asked if they could see the layout as a whole. And oh, what have I done there, Grace? I've done something.
Oh, I don't know what you've done.
I don't know how to close it.
Everybody dance. Do, 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 do.
How to close? Oh, there we go. Up on the top.
No!
No, we don't want to stop streaming. Oh, there we go.
He went to end it, guys.
Now, like, it all works out in the end when Macmillan nurse is coming round and taking care of the end of life care is something you don't want to deal with them and they haven't called, book another appointment. Yeah, I get that, mate. We've dealt with end of lives and it is emotionally challenging. But what can you do? You do your best with the patients, don't you? I don't like sherbet fountains anymore. I used to love them, but part of the joy of eating them was eating the sherbet covered tube. Yeah, there was a sherbet fountain in with this one, but the tube was plastic. It still had the sherbet in it, and it still had the licorice stick in it. But I can also remember actually
Dip dabs.
No, hold a second. You get the sherbet tube, and I know this is going to sound weird. I don't know if anybody else has ever done it. Pour the sherbet out into a glass, and add water to it.
Did anyone have the sherbet sticks as well? The big long ones. But it doesn't taste the same like it used to either,
Timber,
does it?
I am bionic. Only 99% human. NHS replaced my aorta with a garden hose 2 years ago. Jesus, mate. Dan, Jake, how is the missus after the other day's live? You still in trouble? Oh dear.
Oh, what did he do?
Hillcrest Holt. Richard, that old station is rare, isn't it? Yeah, when we first started, we've not got loads of pennies to spend with everything. We actually asked people if they had any old stuff lying around, and this woman said, "Oh, I've got a train. You can have that." Grace met her, brought it all back. We opened it up, and it was completely boxed. And she was in her mid-60s, and she said she last played with it when she was 10 years old. And I've got the station, the signals, got porters and everything, got all the track. And I've still got the box down there, and I'm keeping it all in mint. She said she loves it, guys. Thank you very much, Jake, and thank you very much, Jake's missus. Sherbet fountains. Oh yes, gotta love them. Alex, you need a map for your train model. Mysterious Mechanic 24. Marin, Hornby Station circa 96 or probably earlier. Well, she said, as I say, she was about 10 years old when she last played with it. And she was in her mid to late 60s, so yeah, that would fit in. And I have to say, it is one of the most reliable on the track at the moment, because you haven't run the tracks for so long. They need cleaning, but she's absolutely faultless.
Oh, she always, whenever you run her, she's straight there. And
yeah. Hillcrest Holt, Richard, we had one brought to our model railway club. No one wanted it, so I think I got chucked. What was that, buddy?
Shame. The that old station is
such a shame. Did you and Grace check the website I sent you? I shall have a look. Is that something you sent now or previously? Dun, 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 dun.
I have the station and signal box. Right,
we did check the one you're creating, yes. 2 seconds, Mab. I can actually reach to. Bit on the dusty side. So yeah, that's the Triang station and the signal box, and they're both. I mean, they're a little bit dusty.
Probably lead paint and that when you think about it.
Possibly. but they're both in mint condition.
Have you used the ceiling camera much? No, Jason, it's something I actually said to Robbie the other day. We actually need to get off our butts and get that sorted out. Because that, again, was bought for us with the thing of
Apologies
record
to
everything
Alex.
you do.
We keep forgetting.
Well, it's for memory cards you need to sort, isn't it?
Yeah. The session two before, she doesn't remember anything. As it with you now, bear with. Okay, yeah.
I'm just...
No, Google.
You're saying it out and...
Google. Good mind to report that bloody website.
That's not the...
No, not that. Not this one.
Weird, that fits better.
Password. Sorry, bear with, guys. Just checking something out. Yes, Alex, I totally agree, and we do need to sort it.
What?
The
About...
ceiling camera.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just... You're not helping by... Oh, I'll have to take a proper look after.
Oh, cool. That looks awesome. Are we okay to talk about it, Alex, or not? Hornby Dublo. Sorry, yeah, Roger, you're absolutely right. Hornby Dublo, not Trayan. Thank you for the correction. Oh, Rog, I need to chat to you privately. I've done some rewiring for the windmill, and I've done something wrong somewhere because it won't turn off or speed. Marin, yes, we do have the extensions for the platform, but at the moment they don't fit because of the shape of the
That's where it's laid, isn't
track
it?
layout. Jace, that face of concentration by Grace.
I know.
Yeah, so as I said earlier, we're working with Alex to create a website for products and things from RGJ trains. My brain's gone dead today. Yeah, so we're creating a website with Alex to sell products and stuff, tell more of our story. We're building a map of the layout, which will be updated constantly. You'll be able to view it from top down. Unfortunately, with these ceilings are quite low, it's a fairly close view, unless we try and get a wider angle on a wider angle camera. So yeah, that'll be coming soon, hopefully. We've just got to sort photos. Alex does keep telling us to get them sorted. Our fault entirely. The next couple of days we're not going to be able to do very much because we are mental busy.
We're going to be sleep. That's all we're going to do here.
It's work and sleep. Ah, it's live and public. I only say because it has a map, so I'm with you, Alex. Paul Wood's back. He's on a break. Hope you got a coffee and a sarnie in your hand, buddy.
Not had anything to eat, actually. I'm quite hungry.
Yeah, well, we're going to end it soon, aren't we?
Yeah.
Alex says it has a map and links to a series of videos based on the build. Wow.
Yeah, it's the map bit, and you click on it, and it takes you to each bit, doesn't it? I know you did that, Dan.
bit of that section. Jesus. You put some bloody work in there, Alex. Thank you. Take multiple shots and link them together like a patchwork quilt. Yeah, I get that, man, but the issue is I need a wider angle camera because here, well, we've got that camera here and I'm just under the height of the camera, so that's about 6'3", 6'4", and then you go down here and it's even worse. Grace, can you lean to one side for a minute, please? No. Oh yeah, you can see me. It's even close, but it's a pissed away here. So we need a wider angle camera, like a 10mm lens on it or something. Dan, I'm thinking of buying empty pots of tubs sweets machine, placing on the model shop and then doing items that sweets can be collected. Oh, cool. True, Alex. I want to do things but struggling to plan it. I am sure, Jake, if you're struggling with anything, just ask. Like we've already said, like you said in capital letters, we're a family. We look out for each other. So if you're struggling with anything, give someone a shout out. I'm sure they'll love to help you. What I'm going to do is block the store, but you can give the link if that's okay. That's entirely up to you, Alex. Alex, if you can drop the link into the site as well. If the store's not ready just yet, then...
No, it's definitely not, is it?
No. If the store's not ready just yet, then leave that for now. Like I said, we do apologise. The next 2 days are going to be mental busy. We're just looking forward to Thursday now. We've got a long drive tomorrow down to London.
Good to
then Thursday, where are we working? We're working in Wrexham Thursday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah, we're working in Wrexham Wednesday. But Thursday we'll try and sort some more.
Yes, I have a suggestion. I need to speak to Alex actually, didn't I?
That does create a problem. Lots of pictures. Dan says, I tried to set up a shop website because I can't afford the domain price. It's still hidden. They're not cheap anymore, are they? They're really not.
Oh, look at In Focus.
Yeah. And when I first started our, if I put a link in here, this is not me trying to push our site.
I'm wondering how that was going to work.
But if you look at this one, co.uk.
So just...
this is our wedding website. And when I first bought the domain for that, it cost me 99p. And now I think it's 30 something a year or something. But I'm lucky that one of my cousins is a content creator, website builder and hoster, so I have got that reasonably cheap. It's not a cheap thing to do a website. I know it isn't.
So just a quick thing I want to do is for the capping stones. I was like, how are they going to fit? It's a triangle. They actually are pre-cut to fit. Just for anybody that gets onto that.
So have a look on my community page, Alex. Yeah, Timber says, yay, Wrexham. Come and say hello at the hospital, buddy.
Yeah.
Dan says, pop in for a brew on way home from Wrexham. Can collect Willswood and Duchess. Possibly, but our vehicles are tracked, buddy.
It's just
and if we go off route, we might get in a little bit of trouble. Alex, I have commented on RGJ trains. I presume that means the... Oh yes, I haven't had a look at it actually. I put a poll up.
I'm going to sneeze again.
Oh. We have 5 votes and 20% of people have
I
said
swear
no.
we've just got over bug. Now for cold, what, sorry?
We've had 5 votes and 2 of them are no. I wonder if that's that guy we kicked earlier.
Yeah.
I'm going to Rob because I'm badly getting pissed off with it. Getting cheesed off with what, buddy? Tim says, I know I run poor websites. It's not cheap, is it? I said I'm lucky that my cousin's a creator and does hosting. Otherwise, I couldn't afford to run that site. Grace's face when she sneezed did a little leak out.
No, thankfully. I ain't that old yet.
Come on, please, someone clip it. Please clip it and screenshot it.
Well, I sneezed twice.
Who's struggling? All right, I'll go and have a look. Bless you, Gavin says. I think you can sell things on Etsy for free, I think.
Etsy's a very dangerous world. They take a lot in percentages, unfortunately. And I don't hear good things. I know a few people that have small businesses and sold on there, and I said it's just not practical. Obviously, up to yourself. I've just not heard the best of things about being a seller on Etsy.
Dan says if the vehicle is tracked, match our speeds on the 55 and pass items through the windows to you. Record it and call it speed 3 when modelling is better than 20 miles an hour. Yeah. Through the 50-mile-an-hour zone through Colwyn Bay, you mean, yeah? Richard, better be glad to get off the slower 20-mile-an-hour roads. Wrexham is actually still inside Wales. We tend to just drop patients off in the Wrexham area. We do some smaller, longer ones, but again, that's still in Wales, so we're still going to be slower. And that's something else they haven't thought of as well, because delivery drivers, etc., are now doing less work because of having to drive slower.
Yeah.
The one thing I thought of, Grace, was the ambulances are going to have to drive slower.
Yes.
So we're going to be dropping off less patients, which means the hospitals are going to get filled again.
Yep. And when they, like on the island, decide to stop buses for certain villages, how many patients are ringing up for transport now because they can't get in?
Maureen, bless you, don't do it again. That's what my wife tells me. Alex, yeah, own website is easier. Jake says, Alex, you got a red top on. Richard, that's why I set up my YouTube channel, as I'm hoping to earn a bit of side cash, bit of a way to go through the 83 subscribers so far. The only thing I will suggest, Richard, I mean, again, so, mods, if you can start sharing everybody's channels again, please. The YouTube store, I'll be honest, sucks. The prices are a joke. It's...
You don't even know how you set it up, do you? I think you just pressed a button and it's just... And the watch, they offer a watch face for like the Apple Watch.
No, the watch strap.
Yeah, and it's ridiculous. It doesn't even show the logo on there.
No.
It's just...
It's 20 quid for a watch strap, and all it is the very bottom and the very top of the logo on it. Oh, excuse me. You're going to show these what you're doing?
Yeah.
Lip it for a minute. Because we are going to have to end in a bit.
Attached all my cutting stones.
Dan says, example, delivery drivers do 10 drops an hour, now at 20 they do 6 and get the same done and same wage. They're going to have to do longer hours, more driving and take shifts from others as an extra. Yeah, it's not been well thought out at all.
I need the cornerstones for there. I've only got 2 lintels, so I'm assuming it's this side because it goes that side on the back.
Yeah. But what we're going to do now, but guys, if it's okay with yourselves, is just start winding down because we're going to have tea in a minute. Again, we won't be live tomorrow night. That's why today's happened. Simon over at SJ Trains is very kindly filling in for us. So please go and support Simon tomorrow night. He needs his viewers, and he's a brilliant person to listen to. Dan says it means that companies won't employ as many people as less work to be done. Mick Blizzard is the 20-mile limit just for town driving.
Oh, hello, Mick.
Mick, believe it or not, well, it's beyond understanding, to be honest. Even police officers can't get their heads around it, because some of the places are dropped to 20, some are still at 30. You can drop to a 60 to a 20, a 40 to a 20. But
what's the most dangerous one?
Actually, Timbers area, the A541 timber coming out of Wrexham. I think it goes towards Mould. 50, 20, 40, 50 or something like that. It's an absolute joke. And
people are like harshing on their brakes because...
Alex has got to shoot off. We'll have to save the link for another time. No problem, Alex. Thank you so much for your support. You take care, bro.
Can you not do it off yours?
What?
The link?
Oh, for the website?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course I can. No, I can't. That's not it. What have I got?
I can get these cornerstones done, at least then that is done, isn't it, guys?
Oh, I'm confused. I broke something.
What have you broke?
Hill Crystal, I'll try and get my video uploaded later. Expressways mode is currently set to be reviewed to slower roads. Yes, I've heard that as well. Jake says you'll get there eventually. You know, 1k subs and 100k views, then you get slowly get paid. Timber, yeah, 10 mile an hour steps. It's nuts. There was a retired police officer that drove that A541 and then a reporter did it, and they said it's an absolute joke and it's dangerous. Gav, I've absolutely enjoyed this afternoon. The banter's been great. Big shout out to all my fellow mods, to all subscribers and lingerers. Big hugs to Grace and Rob. Gavin, thank you so much, and I will again credit you as we did earlier. Gavin gave us a very, very large donation, which will be spent on the track. We're currently discussing on what, but Loads of hugs and loves to yourself. Thank you so much, my friend.
And obviously something we haven't done is to our patrons and members as well today. Thank you for your extra support. We do try and give them back as a thank you. So the competition will be sorted soon, but they do get early previews. Top tier gets previews early to our episode and updates. And any other members and patrons for lower tiers get little previews of what we're doing during the week, i.e. a photo or a little video. Thank you to them, thank you to our mod, and thank you to everyone else and our members as well that are watching that don't really comment as well. We do appreciate you all, guys.
Mick says, we used to enjoy the A5 up to the snow, don't you? Yeah, kind of ruined now. Dan says, even consider putting cameras up there to record and take pictures of hot. Yes, I've heard that about these new cameras that they're testing, they've got in Spain. They're thinking of bringing to Wales that can detect harsh braking and harsh accelerating. So people do slow down for the speed limit because of the camera. 2 seconds. They slow down the speed limit for the camera, but then the camera can then detect if they speed back up away. Marin, I live beside an A road with a 20-mile limit here in West Wales, and it still sounds like a racetrack after dark.
Yes.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. It's not going to make a blind bit of difference.
No, those are going to speed. They're going to speed. It's simple as.
Lee says, good stream video out tea time. Cheers, buddy. We'll take a watch. Jake says, see you in a bit and we'll message you soon, Alex. Mav, thank you both for today. We'll try and get on to Simon's tomorrow. You're supposed to open the nation, but everyone else. Everyone is awesome. Everybody's awesome.
Everyone is awesome.
Your mum says goodbye.
Bye, Mum.
Mav says goodbye, Mum. Keep well. Marin saw that then can't stop, can't go held and suspended animation. Yeah, tell me about it. Dan says there is new thing YouTube are doing. If you have 500 subs but 3 million views on short videos, you can earn money, but I bet it's pennies.
Oh, it's that was what when we first started looking at monetization. It was they went back on it, but it was you had to have 1,000 subscribers. Was it 1,000 watch hours? But then 400 something. It was ridiculous the amount of views on shorts, and for something like us, you're not going to get that. So they did back down from that though, didn't they?
Back to work. Have a few days at work, Rob and Grace. You take care, Paul. Thanks for joining us. Stephen says, sure, those Spanish cameras will be just normal cameras with a wider field of view. I would think so, because they've got to see you approaching and leaving, haven't they? Steve says, thanks for the stream today. Building's coming on great. Cheers, buddy. Much appreciated. Thank you for your support. Mav says, maybe in Wrexham on the 26th of October for my daughter's birthday. Might park up at the border and walk into town. It'd be a lot faster, mate. Going back to Dan, harsh braking idea, and this 20-mile limit have come from an EU country, and guess which one? Spain. Yes, that country who couldn't even evade with an armada, no offence to modern Spaniards. I think Mark Drakeford's an idiot, to be honest. And I can't see this lasting, I really can't, because there's over 400,000 signatures. The actual petition to get the 20-mile-an-hour limit had 21,000 signatures. The petition now to remove it has over 400,000.
How did they even get that?
God knows. Mysterious Mechanics sharing people's links. Thank you so much.
So, yeah, the only thing that goes with this, guys, now is, just before we finish at this, is this attaches to the front of this building. Like so. And then all I have to do is, this will be lifted up onto the platform. I don't know how that's going to work. Actually, how is this going to work with a platform?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to record that because I can see me getting stressed. But they do attach up whenever I figure it out, and then obviously it goes onto the mainline station. But obviously there's a lot to consider with that, so this is going to be a bit of fun, I think.
So 1,000. Dan says 1,000 subscribers with 4,000 viewed videos, normal level earning for YouTube. Ray says another great stream, was lingering for most of the part. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you very much, Ray. Linger away if you want to. Marin, thanks for the get me words out. Thanks for the live stream, everyone. No, thanks for the live stream, Rob and Grace. Enjoyed it as immensely as usual.
No, I have to build a platform. I have to build a platform, and then that's
Mysterious Mechanic is doing a fantastic job of sharing everybody's links.
Oh yeah, it's higher. So yeah, that's all I've got to do left is the laser cutting, but I need to build the platform and get it all up together. So yeah, hopefully then that'll be done this week.
Matt Waters is as bad as Drake, but excess trans. Yeah, so unusual live stream in the afternoon, but it seems to have worked. If everybody can smack that like button on the way out, would be much appreciated.
We should do it more often, maybe some day ones, if we can get a chance. You know,
Yeah.
maybe that if we're not working, you never know, we might have chance, but we can't promise.
Oh, that's empty.
So yeah, guys, we're going to do our usual kind of timers and things like that.
No blue lights time because it's daytime.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna look at heading off, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We need to go and get tea.
Love you all. Thank you so much for your support. You're absolute diamonds, a lot here.
And then we're in bed at God knows how early this morning.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah, because we've got to be up at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Oh, Mav, you take care, darling. We're on a long one tomorrow, so up early. So I'm going to flip it now and then let it settle. So if people don't mind leaving the stream, that way I can keep an eye and then do the 1 minute warning and then we will end it. So thank you, everyone. Hit the like button on your way out, please. And we will see you guys on Saturday. Well, technically you'll see us in the update tomorrow. So catch you all guys later, and thank you so much for tuning in as always, and our donations and things like that. Bye guys.